Oh, I'm live. All right, gotta test audio. Check this out. Get this all set up. I still got some stuff to set up. Preparing the questions. All right, let's check this audio again. Here we go. All right, all right. Drop it in the chat. Any questions, Q&A. I'll get started in about 5 or 10 minutes. Just got to set a couple things up. In the meantime, let's put on some music. All right. Just give me a second. Again, drop any Star Sit questions, any thoughts on any of the games coming up in the chat. I'll get started on some analysis, but running a bit behind. Gotta set this up right. Live, I guess, then, since that's gonna take up some bandwidth. You know, when I set this up, I thought it was only gonna take me a few hours. I was wrong. This takes a MAGU to get started. Cheers. We're gonna have to do this all manually this time because it's taking too long to set up. Hopefully I can still have some fun doing this. I'll get into some analysis in just a second. Let me just set a couple things up. That's gonna be 2. This is gonna be 3. This is gonna be 4. This is 2. All right, if this works, this is just enough setup for now. All right. Perfect. Let's get into some analysis. Oh, first comment. Would you trade JSN and David Montgomery for Rashee Rice and Alvin Kamara? And is this PPR? Is this standard or what league are you in? I guess some initial thoughts, off this is I think in that trade JSN is probably, as long as it's half PPR and above, PPR. Okay, yeah, I definitely would, in my opinion, say JSN is probably the best player in that trade, right? He's constantly performing as a top wideout right now. So if you're losing JSN, right, you're probably giving up the best piece there. Yeah, Kamara is probably better than Montgomery, possibly. We'll see on an extended season. But yeah, unless you're hurting for running back, you're almost kind of, I feel like, washing the rest of that and losing the value on JSN. Is this a trade that you made, or is this what someone is offering you, or like what are you trying to maximize in this trade? Because also, like Rashee Rice, right? He's projected to be good, right? He's projected to be good after coming off of the suspension, but that's still a what if, right? But right now JSN is performing week after week. It's like, who else is there, to throw to? So he's kind of a lock, but it's kind of been shown over the course of history with Kansas City, right, that it could alternate. So that's my initial thought on that. If I have Amika and Keenan Allen, the guy is 0-2, and so I would like to get him. Okay, so you're trying to get Rashee, and the guy is 0-2. Well, like how I also look at this is Amika, he's outstanding right now, right? But Godwin is projected to come back in the next couple weeks, next foreseeable future. Right. So since Godwin is projected to come back, then Amika's value kind of comes up in the air too. So unless you're like relying on Amika week to week, that I feel like that's a hot piece right now, in the fantasy community. Everybody kind of wants Amika Buka, so maybe you could do something there. But JSN's, I think he'll finish the season, as a top number 1 wideout, top 12. Oh, you already did. He said no. Oh man. Yeah, that's a tough one, bro, because I would keep JSN in that scenario. I didn't end up drafting him, but I think he has the best value long term in that. Um are you're doing good though? Or you're 2-0, you're 1-1, or you feeling like you just want Rashi just because? Um I think I think Rashi will perform well. Chiefs are 0-2, right? Um Worthy's been confusing, to see if he's going to have any value long term. And Mahomes in that system can kind of throw to the open man, right? So I think you're 2-0. Good job, bro. Good job. I mean, it seems like you're in a good spot, right? If your team's 2-0. I honestly think you're downgrading with JSN because like if you look at their profile, right? If you look at how JSN and how Rashi Rice make their money, right? How they make their plays, it's very similar, right? And you have guarantee right now of what JSN's been doing. Of course, injuries or anything could happen in the future, but it's to me, it's not like you're going from one player type to another. It's almost like you're going from one player type to the same in this trade, um, and it's almost like Montgomery and Kamara. We're trying to add value on top to justify, but to me, it's like Montgomery and Kamara, they can almost fit into that same role, right? Like a flex or something, backup running back too, if you need it week to week. But then when you look at like where the real value of what you're losing, right, is JSN, and I think JSN, everybody can kind of agree that he's the guy, for sure in that system. He's uh been doing well, been getting the yards, been getting the targets. So I would keep it if I'm being honest. Great question though. Great question. I appreciate that. King Lomeo, King Lomeo. Um, Thanks for that. Let's see, what else do I got? I had a few. You agree? Nice, nice. I appreciate that. I had a few. Feel free to drop any more questions if you got, but I had a few other questions or thoughts in the back. Let me just pull this up right now as we're getting started. Um, so I saw some I saw some questions that are actually affecting my team, and I'll just kind of walk through the logic versus what I was hearing earlier. There was a lot of talk this week on like there's beyond that top tier caliber, right? After the top 10 to 15 wide receivers, there's been some movement, and I think one of the main questions is like how high for guys like Rome Odunze, Tedero McMillan, maybe Jalen Warren, versus guys who were projected to be a lot better, like DK Metcalf because of the volume and things like that, and where we should start them. And I say ride the hot hands, right? Like I say ride the targets, ride the targets, the yards, and things like that. Like I thought DK Metcalf was going to do well, but I don't know if the connection's just off right now a little bit, and they just need a little more time. But for a guy like Roman Dunze, he has a hot hand right now, and he has a great matchup. So Tedero McMillan's been getting targets. He's number one guy, even though he doesn't have a touchdown compared to DK. It just feels a little more solid than that. AJ Brown or Devontae Smith. I thought Amika and Demont would get that. I thought Amika would. Yeah, I honestly think Amika and Demont could get that done too. Maybe that person views Alvin Kamara a little like too high for their team. So always look at like what the team needs versus what they have excess of, right? So like I don't know the dynamics of that person's team, but if they're if Alvin Kamara is like a starter for them and they need them every single week, they're probably not going to want to give that up for something that they could see as a like horizontal or downward movement if they don't have backup there, right? But if your goal is Rashi Rice, but then they have someone on the bench that may not be performing well, say like, but could potentially, get the for like a Quinshawn Judkins or somebody like that who hasn't been proving themselves. Maybe you can, and you're okay at running back giving up David Montgomery, then maybe you could look at your team and be like, well, what piece does he kind of need and is willing to give up for Kamara? Or if he's not willing to give up Kamara, is there somebody lower on his totem pole? Because if your goal is that Rashee Rice, then maybe he'll give up Rashee Rice for like Ibuka and Montgomery if the trade offer to him makes a little more sense. Like, oh, I'm only giving up Rashee Rice and a bench running back right now. So that'd be my thought on things. In Brady, AJ Brown or Devontae Smith? Oh my goodness, you're just loaded at the Eagles running back, a wide receiver. Sorry, that's a I it's hard for me to not say AJ Brown, right? Just because year over year he's proved it, that he can do it, and over the course of time, as these two guys have been together, yes, Devontae has had high splash plays and upside. They're both not playing well right now, right? Because Philly is. I honestly like at first I was like, yes, we should allow this tush push to go in, right? We should allow this, but and when you use it every single drive, every single fourth down, and you're not getting called for any false starts, I kind of feel it's cheating, if I'm being honest. But I would go, it depends on what you need, I would say, but I would lean AJ Brown just because he is the number one, and he can perform just as well. If you really are hesitant on AJ Brown because you think they're going to double team him, then yes, go for Devontae if you're looking for that splash play. But I honestly think because just think about it like this, right? This is a little emotional, right? But somewhat truth, right? It's like if you played AJ Brown, but then Devontae Smith was on your bench and he had a higher week, you'd be like, oh man, right? But if you play Devontae Smith and AJ Brown goes off on your bench, you're gonna be like, wow, that was dumb. So that's how I look at it. Start Amika or Keenan Allen. This is full point PPR. Ooh, that's a good question. My like all the numbers and stats say Amika, right? Ride the hot hand. He's got touchdowns in every game. He's looking like the number one, but Keenan's been sneaky. I think Keenan has like a sneaky connection with Justin Herbert that it's been proven over time that they do well. Let me look at their matchups. I forgot exactly who is playing who in that matchup. So who do we got for Tampa Bay? We got the Jets. So what are you looking at there? You're looking at Sauce Gardner following their top receiver. It's just like, who do you think the top receiver is going to be, right? Do they view the top receiver as Amika, or do they see it as Mike Evans? Is he going to play half and half? And then with the Jets, if he is open, he's probably going to get a touchdown, right? You want to go Amika, but that hit, yeah, because he did have Amika did have that injury, right? And I'll, like you don't have to believe me on this, or you don't have to take the advice. I had Drake London, right? And last week, I was worrying the same thing. I was worrying about the same thing, and and I and that's where that advice earlier came from. I left what's his name, Rome Odunze on my bench. My gut told me to put it. I didn't, and yeah, we all know how that turned out. But I think, man, that's a tough one. If you're projected to win, right? If you're projected to win, with like regardless of who you play there, Amika or Keenan, maybe you can go Keenan because you're PPR, right? And Keenan could probably rack up some targets. And if you're projected to win, I would also think in that manner because the Jets, they have the ability to not score points, right? And if that's the case, and Tampa gets off to a hot start, they might just run the ball and and drain out the clock. So if you're projected to win, you know, I can see that going for Keenan. Let me just triple check Keenan's who are they playing? They're playing Denver too though, huh? Denver's been hot and cold, but he's probably not projected as their top wideout. Um, yeah, let me look. Let me just triple check Keenan. But yeah, I mean, if you're projected to win, what does your gut tell you on this one? What does your gut tell you on this one? Because I mean, Keenan, he's been he's been doing work, right? Like he has what 17 targets and 12 receptions over 2 games. Yeah, he only has 60 yards in each, but you know, if you're PPR, right, that's 6 targets a game. That's 6 plus 6. So even if he doesn't get that touchdown, then that's like a pretty safe floor. Oh, so Keenan, your gut's telling you Keenan. Amika is so good, dude. I know. I know. It's that wanting to ride that rookie hype, right? Because I wanted to draft him, but you know, somebody in my league reached for him, and I thought it was gonna come back to me on that round, but it did not. He got drafted like I think it was like 2 spots ahead of where I was gonna draft him. So I I know the worries. I get it. You're in PPR, right? You're guaranteed because I think even though Amika's been performing well, my gut's telling me that for some reason I think his like receptions are on the lower end. He's just been catching mad touchdowns, um, to save it more so. So he has 8, so that's what 50% lower, 13 targets, so he's still getting good amount of like okay targets. Um, you reached for him in the 4th round. Oh snaps, bro! That's good. That hit you hard there. That hit good there too. Yeah, that'd be cool for you if you could get something for him. I wish you well on that trade. But yeah, I think based on what you said, if I was in your shoes, I'd probably lean Keenan, but watch him. He could catch 2 touchdowns in the first quarter, and I'd be wrong. um, but appreciate those thoughts. Sounds like you got a good team and a good thing going. So wish you the best with that trade. And this week, let me see what else did I have. Oh man, uh, quarterbacks are an interesting player thing going on right now. Um, you know, there's a lot of movement. Thank you for the help. God bless you. God bless you too, bro. Have a good fantasy Sunday. Wish you lots of touchdowns. Wish you lots of touchdowns and receptions. Um, yeah, one thing that was also been going through my mind this week has been uh quarterbacks, right? Because you know a lot of the quarterbacks that were projected to do well have kind of either gotten hurt, you know, maybe they're not performing well, and there's backups coming in. There's unexpected, right? Like Daniel Jones and things like that. And you know, it really had me thinking. I'll admit I was not confident in my draft. I drafted Caleb Williams, right? And then, you know, I just talked myself out of it week 1, which ended up leaving what like 25 points on the table. And you know, now that we've had 2 weeks, we're heading into this 3rd week. I'm like, okay, what am I thinking about, right? What am I looking for going into week 3, right? So you have 2 weeks of solid data. What I'm looking for here in this week 3 is are these data trends true or are they outliers? And then based off like the first 3 or 4 weeks, I kind of make my decision for the rest of the season kind of based off that, right? Because I think 3 to 4 weeks is enough data to kind of follow the trends. So like specifically, you know, if a lot of people were looking at Daniel Jones, you know, is he going to keep being able to get those rushing touchdowns in like Jalen Hurts all year? Or, you know, was that a fluke? Is it going to go back to Jonathan Taylor? You know, how many passes is he going to be doing a game. So that's what I'm looking at there. Another person that's been on my mind, Jordan Love. You know, his team looks phenomenal. He has ample amount of wide receivers, but is their defense so good and their running game so good that even though he's, you know, projected to do well, is he not going to do well because everything else is so good? So that's what I'm looking at here in week 3 is like, what are the trends, you know, to go? So, and then appreciate it. All right. So we got start 3, Travis Kelce, Tyler Warren, McConkey, Quentin Johnston, Stephon Diggs. Well, for sure, I would be starting Tyler Warren and McConkey. And then just this is depending on where you're at, PPR, half PPR, standard, and if you are projected to win versus not projected to win, right? Because I think I have is it is that not Judkins, Quentin Johnson? Is that no. Yeah, so depending on if you're projected to win or not projected to win, right? Because even though we don't like it, probably, you know, Kelsey can be in a PPR. He can't, and it might not feel good, can get you, you know, the receptions. Quentin Johnson, you know, high upside, kind of roulette or not if you're going to hit. So, you know, and then Diggs, you know, I want to trust Diggs just on history, but it just hasn't, like, for me, it hasn't felt right yet, right? I haven't seen the consistency or like the, you know, like this is our guy, because Booty's been looking pretty good, right? And for some reason their run game just like has, you know, both the guys can catch passes. So, you know, if you're looking for that upside, Quentin, yeah, I would lean Travis if I was like way projected to win and just wanted, you know, 5 catches for 40 yards and maybe a touchdown. You know, that 9 points is not bad versus, you know, Quentin could get you 20, but could also have a lower floor. So wasn't sure if you're there in PPR or standard or a header or not there, but that's my advice based on that. And then in terms of Judkins or Pacheco, I would go Judkins, bro. I mean, like, just because, I mean, Pacheco, if you're projected to win and everything has been fine with Pacheco, then don't change it. But like, it just looks like Judkins, like they even said it, right? He's the number 1 running back. He had like no practices last week, and then all of a sudden he's basically the number 1 guy, right? And just with the opportunity he had, he did something with all of the touches. So like, if you're the coach, right, like, are you going to be like, no, we'll just wait off that, right? Like, they're probably going to play him at a higher usage than they did last week. So I would lean Judkins on that one. I'm also just not a fan of Pacheco, so you could just take that with a grain of salt, because, you know, Pacheco can still make something, but I just like the direction of where Judkins is going right now. Okay, so we talked quarterbacks, we talked that. Is there any running backs? So, yeah, if and then on the running backs side, you know, there's been a lot less injury, right, than we originally thought. Yes, Aaron Jones and them got hurt, but what I'd be looking at here is this seems to be a midway point for a lot of teams, right? Like, who are we going with? We've tried different things, and so over this week and potentially even next week, like, I think teams will start to narrow down on who's who, right? Like Washington's backfield, like is Krosky Merritt really going to be the guy, you know, or are they going to throw in somebody else and it be a split backfield again? Like, can you trust that backfield? You brought up Judkins, right? Is Judkins going to be able to, you know, take over that role? And then, you know, since Aaron Jones is out, if Jordan Mason like flies high and just takes over everything, are they going to, you know, rely on him, or are they going to does the sentiment seem like Aaron Jones is going to come back to a 50-50? And then based on that, are you making trades, right? Trying to maximize on the values, the explosions weeks. Personally, I have Jaylen Warren. I'm kind of excited to see what happens this week, because, you know, if you got him, these are the running backs you drafted late, right? You drafted late and could probably maintain value. And I think a mistake I used to make, and like when I first started, is sometimes those rookies, like, we let go of them early because they just didn't give us what we wanted. But ends up paying out value down the line. So that's kind of what I've been thinking there. Let's get this started on the games. Good luck, everybody. Kickoff is happening right now. So hopefully you started your good lineups, moved your players to the flex position if they are in a later game and have injuries. And happy Sunday, everybody. Happy Sunday. So let's get this going with the stream. Let's get this going with everything. All right. Let's see. Let's see. How do I pull? What am I doing? All right. Let's get this going. Happy Sunday, everybody. Any given Sunday, right? Any given Sunday. We give it to the man upstairs if we're going to do well, our team's going to win or not. But most importantly, we have fun today. We have some fun. So let me get up. Let me get this going. All right. And for everybody, we can see the games that are kicking off right now. We got a couple good games coming. We got Bengals versus Vikings, Texas versus the Jags, Colt versus Titans, Raiders versus Commanders, Rams and Eagles, Falcons and Panthers, Steelers and Patriots, Packers and Brown, and Jets versus Bucks. And in this morning game, what games for me, for my fantasy team are, you know, important. I got the Falcons and Panthers. I got players on both sides there, so that's probably my highlight game right now. I got a lot of players in the afternoon, but that's the one that is gonna mean a lot. We have a lot of like Bengals versus Vikings. You got two quarterbacks replacing in this game, right? So that's gonna be, I think that'll be an interesting game to see if the teams in the system can pick it up while their quarterbacks are out, and see what they can do. Texans versus Jags. Texans have been kind of dragging a little bit in the start to the season. Jags they've been confusing. I can't tell if they're good or not. I had Brian Thomas last year. I don't know. I believe he's good, but he's been looking pretty bad. Oh no way. All right, so Deebo Samuel, first guy to make a big splash play today is Deebo Samuel, making a big splash play to get his team down closer to the red zone. Big first play. Let's see who else can be doing it. We got the games just started. So Washington's just outside the red zone, about on the 22 right now. And like I said, Deebo just made a play. Handoff goes up the middle, cuts through. Will he make it to the end zone? Oh, got taken down about the 6-yard line. That was not Krosky Merritt. So I'm not sure if they're going to play a rotation. That was Rodriguez, in the backfield. So these are the things I'm noting. We got them on the 6, so we'll come back to them. Oh, almost intercepted. They flashed how the Patriots were making a drive, and Pittsburgh almost made a interception, but he kind of blockhand that one, alligator arm that one. He just straight dropped that. All right, so we're on the 8-yard line. It looks like with the Washington game. Another handoff goes up the middle, makes about 4 yards, taken down. So Raiders. Oh man, I'm not wearing my jersey. I gotta go put that on. one of my teams, right? But my team, and I thought they were gonna be good, but we shall see. Oh, pick six! Pick six for the Colts. Pick six for the Colts. Here we go. Let me get these going. That was a interception, and it was a touchdown. +6 for the Colts defense. Washington made it down to about the 2-yard line. Oh, Matt Stafford just picked off right now. Matt Stafford just getting picked off left and right. Still drop any starter sit questions for the afternoon games if you want. Evening games in the want, but we got the morning games rolling. Colts scored already, defensive score, and now we got third down on about the 3-yard line for the Washington Commanders. Let's see what they can do with this. Takes a snap, runs through. Mariota takes it himself for the touchdown. And guess who out of all people did this? It was Marcus Mariota. Running it in himself, taking the place of Jaden Daniels with that unfortunate injury. But touchdown. That's 2 touchdowns now for today. That is 2 touchdowns already. 2 touchdowns already, one by the defense and one by a quarterback. Keeping it himself, taking it himself on the way there. That was who knows who that helped, right? Who knows who that helped? That helped somebody who had to maybe start Mariota because Daniels was out. Colts defense. All right, we got Michael Penix dropping back. Hitting Mooney for about 15 yards. So they're still marching down the field. Ooh, Adam Thielen almost catching the touchdown. Old man Thielen almost making it. Almost making the touchdown. So we got a couple touchdowns already on those first drives. And we got the Vikings marching down the field right now in position. And we got LA versus Philly as well in position because of the Matthew Stafford turnover. So we got them lined up on 4th, 2 yards. Quarterback keep. Jalen Hurts running up the side. Got the first down and more. Got shoved out of bounds. What is that? Like maybe the 10-yard line or so? It's just not fair when you got Saquon and Jalen in the back. Took the snap for the Vikings. Got the first down. And we got a touchdown. There we go. We got another touchdown going, and we got this one courtesy of Mr. Carson Wentz. Mr. Carson Wentz made that. I didn't see who it was to. Carson Wentz making that touchdown. Let's go. Oh, Oliver. So helps no one probably. No one probably started him. Maybe Carson Wentz in a deep league or a 2-quarterback league, a super flex. But now we got Philadelphia knocking on the door of the red zone, and we got, let's see, the Steelers. Steelers going up the middle, maybe about 5 yards. 2nd down and 12. Hopefully we hit this A.J. Brown. I know this guy wanted A.J. Brown or Devontae Smith. So he's throwing. It's a pass. And it's dropped. So 3rd down in the red zone for the Eagles. Steelers within the 10. 2nd down and like 5. So another handoff up the middle. It's gonna be. Ooh, he might have gotten it. I think he got the first down. It looked like he was gonna be stopped short, but I think he got the first down. So it'll be first and goal for the Steelers, like within the 5 yard line. Maybe that Jalen Warren on my bench is not gonna be exactly the right choice. Hopefully Jordan Mason can get in the end zone instead. So we got first down for the Steelers. There's a false start on the offense of the Jets. And we got the. All right, here we go. So Pittsburgh within the 5 yard line. First and goal. Handoff up the middle. Oh, I thought he was going to get it. Stop just short. Stop just short. They're feeding it to Warren, man. They are. I think he's going to be good for the rest of season. He's looking like he's being used well, and he's performing. All right, we got the Jets. The Jets just outside the red zone. And where do they go? They hand it off, get like about 2 yards. It'll be like third and 4. Here comes a tush push from the Eagles. Oh my goodness. They got the first down, 4th and 1. Warren got stuffed on the 1 yard line too. All right. That tush push, that is the whole thing in itself, right? Let's see. Is that exposure too high? There you go. All right, so it's going to be 4th down for the Jets. They'll have a field goal attempt. All right, we got 3rd down on like the 2 yard line, the 1 yard line for the Steelers. What do? They throw it. Misses, but a flag. If it's defensive PI, will be a first down. Let's see. He was kind of holding him a little there. They're engaged, locked up. We'll see what the refs say. All right. And we got a field goal for the Jets. The Jets scored 3. All right. All right. We got the Raiders in the red zone. Floats it. Bowers almost no good though. It'll be 4th down. Punting team's probably coming out. All right, so it's a first and goal for the Steelers. So that does mean they got the PI. Oh, they pitch it. Oh, that's an easy touchdown, yo. Who is that? That is not Warren. Of course, Kenneth Gainwell. Kenneth Gainwell. All right, so we got a touchdown for Kenneth Gainwell. No Jalen Warren on that one. It was a pitch, so no points for Aaron Rodgers. All right, so oh my God, they just tush pushed their way to the end zone. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown. You know, there's no way this tush push is passing again next year. Like, it was already questionable this year, and then literally every single drive, the Eagles just tush push their way up the field. Never get called for any false starts, nothing like that, even though there's always movement on the line. It's like it's just too much. It's just too much. They can't it does like if you're an Eagles fan, obviously it's fun, right? But everybody else is like this is boring and it's like cheating. It's like cheating. Technically it's legal. Raiders got a field goal. Raiders got the field goal. Raiders got the field goal. So another touchdown. Another touchdown. But Nobody benefits. Nobody benefits. That's funny. They have a tush push counter now for the Eagles. That is hilarious. It, it it's oh look, they're talking about it now too. They are saying that they are going to do tush push counters for the Eagles because they do it so often. It's going to be illegal next year. There's no way. There's no way. This is straight abuse of the rule. This is straight abuse. Like there's movement on the line, right? Like you see it in the replay. Look, see this guy moves before. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to call the penalty on that. You have to. You have to from the replay center. If you're gonna have a replay center and you're gonna allow the tush push, you have to call those. Like it's straight cheating when you got five linemen and some of them can start early. They're guarding like literally 2 feet on the floor. It's gonna be a touchdown or a first down every single time. Oh, Tetaroa McMillan catching it for the first down. I think are they in the red zone now? Yep, in the red zone. There you go. Tetaroa McMillan get into the red zone. Bryce Young hitting Tetaroa McMillan. And now they're going back on about the 18-yard line, 17-yard line. What do we got for them? We got fake handoff, play action, hits the receiver, gets the first down. Oh, it was a tight end, not the receiver. All right, 50-yard field goal attempt. No good. No good for Houston. No good for Houston. So we got first and goal for the Panthers. Are they going to be the first to strike here? What are you going to do? Punch it in with Chuba? What are you going to do? They're on about the 4-yard line. They're screaming. Oh, play action. Rolling. No good. Way high. Way high. That was intended for McMillan. Packers taking it. Ooh, sacked on Jordan Love. The Browns. Wouldn't that be crazy if the Browns won this game? That would be crazy. So you got second and goal for the Panthers. Got second and goal for the Panthers. We got looking like they're screaming run. Got a guy in motion. Fake the handoff. Oh, it looks like holding on the lineman. He gets away with it. And Bryce Young takes it in himself. Bryce Young takes it in himself. No way. That was crazy. Touchdown. Bryce Young, there's a flag. All right. Let's go. All right. Bryce Young took in that touchdown himself. Not sure who started Bryce Young, but if you did, you should be happy. All right. Looks like the Colts were marching it down the field, but they just got a call for an offensive hold, so that's going to back them up. All right. Here we go. Bucks. Bucky Irving, my guy. He's taking it. Let's go. Nice. Catch and run for about 25 yards. Puts them in the red zone. All right. So we got Jones dropping back, slings it, caught. Who is that? Oh, Alec Pierce. Alec Pierce, they're within the 10 now. The Colts are marching down the field within the 10. Recover from that hold. Um, Picked up like what, 20 yards or 25 yards or something like that. Um, got it within the 10-yard line and now have a chance to score. They now have a chance to score. So let's see what they do. They got 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5, handoff to Taylor. Gets like 1 yard. There's pretty much stuff. Jonathan Taylor's been on fire this year. All right. Design run from Marcus Mariota, and he takes it. Oh, and he fumbles it. He fumbles it. He fumbled it, and the Raiders got it. Doing too much. Doing too much. That's crazy. So that was a fumble. That was a fumble. Look at that. That was a fumble. Boop. All right, 4th down for the Colts. They ran it on 3rd down again, got nowhere, got stuffed. Minnesota Vikings, Carson Wentz, they're up 7-0, and Carson Wentz just eating the sack, bro. Throw that away. Oh man, he got owned on that one. He held that one, tried to make a play with his legs and turned around straight into the defender. Sacked. 4th down. All right, and now we got a field goal attempt for the Colts, and field goal is good. Let's go. Field goal. Again, feel free to drop any start-sit questions for the second series of games if you're still unsure on who to start later in the day. We got a 3rd down coming for the Rams. Oh, he juggled that one. Who could juggle in it like Julian Edelman over the Falcons defender in that Super Bowl? And we got a 50-yard attempt by the Rams. And guess what? Guess what? Is that field goal good? That field goal is good. Oops. That was not a touchdown. That was a field goal. Okay. So we got Jacksonville marching down. We got Jacksonville marching down the field. They got a 1st down in the red zone. I think it was at like the 10-yard line or so. So we got them marching down against the Texans. Puts the ball straight on his numbers for that pass. Trevor Lawrence throwing a stripe on that one. Let's see what they got. They got 1st and 10 in the red zone on about 14-yard line. Trevor Lawrence is 5 for 6, thrown for 49 yards. Fakes the handoff. Pass gets about 1 yard. Tried to set up a screenplay. Nothing was there. Nothing was there. So, oh man. Geno Smith getting stacked on that first play after the turnover they got off of Marcus Mariota. So we got 2nd down and 9 for the Jacksonville versus the Houston game. Let's see what they do. Jacksonville's got a guy in motion. Fakes the handoff. Chasing down Lawrence. Gotta throw it away. He's got to throw it away. The edge rusher got past the defense. The offensive line. Had to just throw it away. It's got 3rd down. 3rd down for the Bucks on the 20-yard line. Baker takes a snap. Got the 1st down. Who is that? Is that Buka? There's a flag, though. There's a flag. Yep, holding on the offense, gonna back up the Bucks. Third down for the Jags in the red zone. Throws it in the end zone. Oh, over Brian Thomas Jr. There's the flag, though. There is the flag. It wasn't Thomas who drew the flag, but they threw a flag. Will probably be holding in the end zone, put them on the 1 yard line. So if you're a Travis Etienne owner, you got a chance for a touchdown here. All right, so we got third and 14 for the Bucks. Back at the 30-yard line. They're out of the red zone now. They got backed up all the way to the 30 with that hold. Takes the snap. Lets it develop downfield. Looks like another hold. Oh, complete to Mike Evans. There is a flag. Has to be hold on the offensive line, right? That guy on the edge was holding him. Yep, hold on the offensive line. Back him up another 10 yards. It's going to be like third and 25, bro. These guys, what are they doing? Jets are just bringing pressure. Oh, man. Oh, and while they were showing that, they ended up getting a touchdown. Oh, with Bashal Tootin. They got a touchdown with Bashal Tootin. They did not. Touchdown to the Jags. Touchdown to the Jags. Bashal Tootin. Bashal Tootin. All right. So oh, Bengals just threw an interception. Is he going to take this to the house? Oh my goodness, he took it to the house. Touchdown. Interception to the touchdown. Oh my goodness. What did they do? Vikings up 14-0. Let's get the scores updated. All right, so we got 14 Vikings, Bengals 0, Colts 10, Titans 3. We got the Rams 3, Eagles 7. We got Jaguars up 7-0. We got Commanders up 7-3 over the Raiders. We got the Jags up 7-0. We got Falcons losing to the Panthers 7-0. That is a little shocking to me for them to be down. It's only the first quarter, but still. Packers Browns 0-0. Steelers are up 7-0. And the Bucks and Jets are tied 3-3. All right. Let's get this score updated and this field goal out of my face. All right, uploading this picture real quick. Let me see. Where is this? I have to browse. Hold on, I'll answer in a second. I just updating the scores real quick. Updating the scores. Here we go. Oops. That was dumb. Wait a second. I did not do a transparent background. Let's see. What was the question? The question is, yo, bro, who is the scumbag coach? Stop putting Bill Krosky, dude. So, oh my goodness, like it's. I know it's frustrating, right? I would still hold Krosky though, and like trying to look at it from the respectful point of view, right? Is like you think you're gonna you start the season thinking that you're gonna have certain players, right? And then all of a sudden Robinson, I don't want to play for you guys anymore. So okay, he's gone. And now we have Eckler and all these other guys. And now Eckler's hurt. So trying to look at this with the glass half full, like if you're that running back coach, right, and offensive coordinator, and we don't know who's calling the shots here, but you may be asking, like, I just need a game or two to figure things out. Of course, we want Krosky to be the guy, right? He's the rookie. He's the one who's supposed to be able to break out. So I was saying it earlier in the stream. What I'm looking for in these running backs, in these first 4 weeks, right? So this week and next is like, do the trends continue or do they end up moving to somebody, especially in like crunch time moments, right? Like, so if this game for the Commanders, ends up being close, then and they're playing Krosky the whole time, then you can be pretty sure that they're going to play him. But I know it should be illegal to say things. Oh, who used to do that? Somebody used to do that, right? Oh, that was the Patriots, right? They used to like say things like, oh, this running back is the starter, and then they don't play him at all. They don't play him at all. And there was somebody else. Was this week? Somebody else like was supposed was not on the injury list, and then the coach said it, and then they're like, well, shouldn't he be on the injury list? So I don't know. A lot of these times we think things are going to happen and don't. I'm starting to understand a little more. Like Drake London last week, they used him as a decoy. If so, I don't know, man. We want we want to be able to start Krosky. We think he should be the guy, right? Like just give him a chance. Just give him a chance. But we don't know what's happening in the backfield if they're just trying to figure things out. Maybe they're trying to test his catching ability, but it doesn't make sense to me either. It does not make sense to me either. Let me see if I could upload this real quick. Okay, there's updated scores. They gave him 1K. I know. And they hold, of course. I know it's the worst when you like score the touchdown and in the process, just kind of like what happened with the Bucks, like in the process, you see the offensive lineman holding, and you're like, oh my goodness, this is gonna get called back. But yeah, I wish the best for you, Mac, because I wanted Krosky. There's like another set of YouTubers who've been talking about him a lot. So I don't know. We'll see. We shall see if what happens here. So let's get back to covering the games. Sorry, I had to wanted to update the scores for you guys. All right, we got a handoff, I think, to Jacobs. They are down probably like third down and maybe 4. Yeah, third down and 4. Kind of surprised that the score still 0-0 in that Green Bay game. His Matt, yeah, you're welcome, dude. His 10-yard burst is, yeah, dude. I know it boggles the mind, right? When things happen. But hey, sometimes we as watchers don't know too, right? Because I was ready to let Devontae Adams with the touchdown. Sorry, I have to shout that out. A little bit of a push off, but Devontae gonna get away with it, right? Because he's a veteran. He's a veteran, but touchdown for Devontae. But yeah, so I know it's we want to see Krosky take all the touches and things, but like I was ready to let Travion Henderson take over, but then Ramondre Stevenson just goes beast mode. I didn't think he had that in him. So I don't know. Sometimes maybe the coaches see something that we don't in the practices. Of course, we want our guys to hit, but Just be patient. Just hold him. Hold him for sure. Hold him for sure. All right, we got the Bengals almost getting sacked. Not almost getting sacked. He got sacked. All right. Who do we got next? Why are my gifts not working anymore? It's not working. All right. So Rogers is marching down the field. He just hit John Smith for a 20-yard. We got Tennessee trying to march into the red zone, down 10-3, 2nd and 7. Empty backfield, swatted down. Tried to pass it over the line of scrimmage, got swatted down. Swatted down. Yeah, so this Matt, great observations with Krosky. Daniel Jones running through, survived. Is he gonna take it? Ooh. He took it to the 25 on 3rd and 7. Looks like the pocket collapsed on him. He played Houdini, somehow magically got out of it and ran for like 20 yards. That's what Daniel Jones is seeing. These are the trends that I'm looking for. This guy is, he's a runner. He's definitely a runner. Should have been sacked right there. 1, 2, 3 opportunities to get sacked and just gets through it. All right. Ooh, almost a touchdown for Washington over the Raiders. We got 2 games marching to the red zone, but it's gonna be a field goal most likely for Oh, 30-yard field goal missed by Washington. Oh man, Pete Carroll is hyped. All right, so we got the Colts passing, dump off. Is that Tyler Warren? Yep, Tyler Warren. Dump off to Tyler Warren. I think he gets the first down. Uh, First and goal for the Colts. Tyler Warren gets them down. Tyler Warren's a beast, bro. He's going to be this year's breakout, it looks like, for the tight end position when you have Brock Bowers, last year. Jalen Warren getting the first down on 3rd and 1 for Pittsburgh Steelers. Handoff Taylor. No, he kept it. Jones kept it. He fooled me too. Jones kept it. Took it down to about the 1. And a hold on the Patriots. So the Steelers get an additional 5 yards in addition to that first down. Dang, they fooled me with that handoff on the Colts, though. That was a good play. All right, so we're 2nd and goal. It's like on the 3-yard line, 2.5-yard line. It's looking like they're stacking the box, obviously. Got a tight end there to help. Oh, fake handoff, play action. Nobody open. Throws it over the receiver. Oh, but a flag. Is that a hold in the end zone? Put him on the 1. What's that going to be? Or is that going to be? Yup, hold on the defense. That's going to put them basically on the 1-yard line. Punch it in with Jonathan Taylor, or are they going to tush push? So this is another play to watch, right? If you're if you believe in Daniel Jones right here. They're on the 1 yard line. Like, what's the coach's philosophy here? He's on the 1 yard line. Is he gonna, be handing it off to Taylor, or is he gonna be tush pushing with Daniel Jones? So it's first and goal right now. Box is stacked. High snap. Gets it off to Taylor. Oh, there's a flag. Taylor's in the end zone, but there's a flag. There might be a offensive hold. What else could it be, right? Oh, it's offside on defense. Penalty's gonna be declined. Ooh, so what is that? That is a touchdown. Oh, DK Metcalf caught a touchdown. Oh my goodness. There you go. There you go. So there was a passing touchdown for Aaron Rodgers right now. Aaron Rodgers with the touchdown to DK Metcalf. Working it on the sideline, gets both feet inbounds, toe drag swag, gets that touchdown. Aaron Rodgers. Oh, man. So Aaron Rodgers now has 509 touchdowns, so only behind Tom Brady, Drew Brees, and Peyton Manning for touchdowns. Number 4 on the all-time touchdown list. That's crazy. That is crazy. Oh man, oh man. So we just got some quick touchdowns. They're catching you up on the Green Bay game, saying Green Bay finally scores a field goal in Cleveland. So it's 3-0 there, but not much. Not much. And as well, the Jets also just kicked a field goal. So a couple field goals right now to end the drives. Um, we got we got the Browns striking back quickly. Who would have known? Who would have known? They're at midfield now. Bannon. They don't got nothing. They're down. Those were a couple quick bad plays. Well, not bad, but didn't get much. Raiders are 3rd and 10. Geno Smith fires. Did he intercept it? Oh my goodness, it was. Oh, no way. Interception, Geno Smith. You had to see that. It was like bobbled in the air like people were playing volleyball like 4 times. Like 4 different people touched the ball before and they're just keeping it alive, you know? Just keeping it alive, batting it up to each other, just like hitting it, and it finally came down with it. That was crazy. All right. Still 14-0. Colts are up 17-3. Vikings are up 14-0. Um, Texans, Jags. Jags are up 7. Raiders, Commanders still 7-3. Rams up 10-7. Steelers are up 14-0. Emeka Ibuka catching an amazing catch. Panthers are up 7-0. Packers are up 3-0. And the Jets are up 6-3. All right. All right. All right. I don't think anything crazy happened, but we got some updated scores. Got some updated scores. So let's see where the scores are at. What's the most interesting to me? You know, I honestly want to see the Rams beat the Eagles. They had a chance to in the playoffs, and obviously being from LA would be cool to see them win. I'm honestly a little bit of a hater on that tush push right now. Bijan Robinson just caught a nice pass. Let's see who else. What other games? Well, I obviously want the Raiders to win since I'm a Raiders fan, but we'll see how that goes. We got third down for Baker Mayfield, 3rd and 8, throws it up the middle, found his man, gets the first down. Um, I'm surprised the Falcons are losing to the Panthers. I did not think the Packers and Browns would be 3-0 like this. And the Bucks are losing to the Jets right now, but they're in scoring position. So a couple games that haven't started the way we thought it would, but it's still early. We're still early, right? Second quarter. We got the Falcons throwing to their main receiver, Bijan Robinson. Just kidding. I know Bijan is playing phenomenal right now. Handoff, Kyron Williams gets the first down for the Rams. Gets the first down for the Rams. So hopefully, all right, first and goal for the Bucks. Mike Evans caught the touchdown. Mike Evans catching the touchdown. 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 Where is this guy? Baker Mayfield. Bam. All right, let's catch you back up with where we're at. Atlanta is 3rd and 8 on about the 45-yard line. They're down 0-7 to the Panthers, which is crazy. They're down. Oh my goodness. So open. What a terrible pass, yo. Darnell Mooney was like completely wide open. He overthrew him by like 2 or 3 feet on the outside. I don't know if that was maybe not 3 feet. Maybe it was like 2 feet. Oh, it was just off the fingers. It looked farther the first time. Oh, that was a good pass. Relax, Ryan. Penix is new. Relax, relax. So we got Atlanta now out. Now who's taking over is the Rams versus the Eagles, and the Rams are second down with eight to go for the first down. Um, let's see. Stafford's playing all right. 71 yards, 5 for 10. Well, he has an interception though. I forgot. Kept it on the ground. Williams up the middle. Is he gonna get the? He got it. Extra push from the lineman to get the first down. And now we got Green Bay, first play of the drive. Hands it off, checks it down. Man, what happened to Tucker Craft? I am hopeful he's okay, yo. All of a sudden, just a random injury like that midweek. Concerning. They said something strange too. What did they say? They said, well, we think it's not a season-ending injury. It's like, dude, where's the confidence in that? Um, All right, so we got 1st and 10 for the Rams on like the 23-yard line. Handed off to Kyron. Up the left. Gets about 6. Maybe down at 4 yards short. What's going on with Mariota? Zach Ertz catching footballs. That's what's happening. Man, who would have known Zach Ertz would be this reliable this year? That is crazy. All right. So the Rams are in the ed zone. Patriots are marching their way up. They're down 14-0. Ooh, Blake Corum. Blake Corum. I think he got the first down. Patriots on the 21-yard line. Firing. Ooh, there's a flag thrown. Keyshawn Booty looking for him on like the 5-yard line. Looks like the ref just signaled pass interference on the defense. Or offense, sorry. Oh, pass interference defense. They're going to be like within the 5-yard line. All right, the Rams are marching it down the field. So we got the Patriots here about to be on like the 3-yard line or 1-yard line. We got the Rams that are on our short yardage as well for a touchdown. So first and goal for New England. They're on the 5-yard line. First and goal. Drake May under center. I can't tell who's in the backfield. They're signaling like they're gonna run it. They bring pressure. Play action, fakes it. Oh, wide open. Hunter Henry for a touchdown. Hunter Henry for the touchdown. Drake May with the touchdown. All right, on the ground, they got the Rams running it up the middle, short by about 2 yards. We got two 2 yards. 2 yards, third and goal for the Rams. They're running it again. Ooh, Kyron, he got it. There you go. There you go. There you go. There was the touchdown. Oh, a flag just got thrown late, though. What are they calling? Are they going to call a hold? Hold. They did. They called a hold. Wipe that touchdown off of Kyron. Got called for a hold. That's the worst. That is the worst. What's his name? Matt was just talking about that. You make a big play, offensive lineman hold. That sucks. Oh, man. That was a ticky tack call. That was a ticky tack hold. I don't know if I agree with that one. Not just because I'm from LA. All right. So we got them backed up now to like to the 11, third and goal on the 11. All right. So it's gotta. They still got running back in the backfield. Third and 11 or third and 10. Got guy in motion. Took the snap. Shuffling. Scanning. Doesn't see anything. Fires. Incomplete. Incomplete. Fourth down's going to be a field goal attempt. Oh, that was disappointing. Oh, well. All right, Cam Ward's trying to make some moves with his feet. Gets the first down, I think. 7-yard gain for the first down. Oh, man. How does he not see him? That's crazy. Settling for the field goal. Which, there you go. Field goal good for the Rams. Field goal good for the Rams. Oh, man. Jordan Love sacked again. Man, I was just talking up how good Green Bay looked. I know they're still winning 3-0, but dang, the Browns, they are looking nice. Who would have known the Browns? Well, I mean, the Browns defense was projected to be good at the beginning of the season. But yeah. All right, fourth down for the Jets. They're going for it. They hand off and they don't get it. Woo! Turnover on downs. That's nice. Tennessee kicking a field goal, and it's good. Wait, we got Washington also kicking a field goal, and it's good. All right, couple field goals. Couple field goals going off. Let's get these scores updated. Everything else is at a slow point right now. Colts are up 17-6. Rams are up 13-7. Jags are up 7-0. Commanders are up 10-3. Panthers are still up 7-0. Man, I would think the Panthers would be still winning. That's crazy. Steelers are up 14-7. Packers are up 3-0. And the Bucks are up 10-6. Nice. There we go. Scores updated. All right. Let's see. Okay, scores are updated. We got some interesting things going on, right? Who would have known that the Panthers would be leading the Falcons the whole game up until this point. Falcons have a big fat donut. Bengals Vikings, well, that was a coin flip on what was going to happen there. We weren't sure with both quarterbacks out, replacements. Um, Vikings, as a team looked a little better. All right, where are we at here? We're looking at the Houston Texans trying to get into the red zone. They're down 0-7. We're looking for the Bucks to get into the red zone. It's third and short. Handoff. There's a flag though. Against the Bucks. Draw them back. Draw them back. So we got what do we got? We got the Bucks just got a hold on them, so that first down doesn't count. We got the Houston Texans into the red zone, so maybe they can get on the scoreboard right here. They just got a first down on the 20-yard line. Play action, roll into his left. Looking, dumps it off. Oh, there was a flag though. Third down hiked for Baker Mayfield. Oh, and did he fumble it? It's loose. Or are they calling that a forward pass? What happened there? I'm not sure. Waiting for the refs to clear things up in these games. Baker Mayfield's walking off with his hand. First and down, first and 10. Dump it off, Houston. I got nowhere. Back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing there. for the Texans. We shall see. All right, we got. Oh, here we go. We got the Vikings back in the red zone. They're still passing. Was that intercepted? It was not picked. It was almost picked. Second down and 10 for the Houston Texans. First opportunity to score. Handoff up the middle. Got maybe about 3rd and 3, something like that. Um, so we shall see. Wait. Oh, wow. That's crazy. The stat they just brought up in the Colts game is that, well, the Colts scored 19 drives in a row, right? So through the first 2 games, they scored every drive, and this was the first drive that they punted on in the third game. That's crazy. All right, no good for the Texans. Man, the Texans are looking kind of worrisome, yo. I'm not. I don't know if CJ Stroud has just got lucky his first year or what, but he has not looked good since then. So 4th down for the Texans. They're gonna probably settle for a field goal. Let's see if they make it. So he missed his first field goal from 50. This one is good. All right, Texans are on the board now. All right, we got also an attempt from Carolina. Ooh, he drilled that. That was deep. 57 yards. Carolina just made a 57-yard field goal. 57-yard field goal. So they're winning 10-0 over Atlanta. That is crazy. That is crazy. So we got, who do we got next? We have now on the screen Green Bay trying to make a drive. They're up 3-0 against the Browns. This is 2nd down right now. 2nd down and 10. They're on the 38-yard line. Play action. Fake it. Jordan Love sacked again. Would anybody play the Browns defense this week? Holy smokes. They have like three or four sacks already. Oh my goodness. 3rd and 15. Oh man. That was a risky play. The Patriots were on their own 15-yard line and they went for it on 4th down and they pitched it. That was risky. The pitch was bobbled a little bit. There's a guy who had him in the backfield. It almost looked like they're gonna have a turnover, but they got the first. 3rd and 15. Oh man, just a dump off to Jacobs. That's weak, yo. Oh, but a flag. But a flag. Do they get bailed out here? Is Green Bay about to get bailed out? No way. It was 3rd and 15. He got like 2 yards. So this is gonna be a 4th down. What's the call though? The flag. Uh, it was on the offense, illegal block in the back. All right. We got the Raiders down 3-10. Handoff. Ashton Jetty. Finally a breakaway run. I mean, it was only like 18 yards, but we have not been saying his name very often this year yet. I think the Raiders are like one of the worst teams for their offensive line statistics, especially for the run. So 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 on the opposing team's 36. Geno Smith passing. Is that Bowers? Slips the tackle. Almost gets the first down. It was Bowers. Oh my goodness. Jordan Love got sacked again? Yo, what is going on? Who played the Cleveland Browns defense? This was a trap game for Vegas betting. Holy smokes. All right, they're clearing a flag up in the Raiders game. Ineligible man downfield. Oh man, that wipes away that Brock Bowers play. Oh, Vikings. Vikings quietly make a field goal. Quietly made the field goal. So we got now 2nd and 14. Since there's an ineligible man downfield, the center was called for ineligible man. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. 2nd and 14 for the Raiders. The 41. Man in motion. Swings back. Set. Hike. Geno Smith throws it up the middle. He has his man. Got a first down. Nice. Very nice. First down. Raiders marching it down. Could tie the game with a touchdown here. It's playing a zone coverage, I think, and found the soft spot. Oh, Ramondre Stevenson with a 23-yard reception. Okay, making some moves. Is that Ashton Denchi breaking a tackle? Ooh, got a first down. First down. All right. So now it should be like first down, close to the goal line, red zone for the Raiders. Looks like they're on about the, what are they on? Like the 12-yard line? Let's go. All right. Let's see what is going on next. Sorry, somebody was blowing up the chat. Second down for the Raiders. Pass play. Pocket's well protected. Floats it. Oh, he's got that easy touchdown. Let's go. Let's go. Geno Smith with the stripe. But it was not Jacoby Myers for those who are looking for fantasy, or Brock Bowers. Who was that? Oh, easy money. It's Tucker. And we got the Rams settling for another field goal. Let's see how it goes. Kick is up, and kick is good. The kick is good. And we got the Bengals now on the field, 3rd and 8. They're down 17-0. I got to update the scores. But just got a timeout. They need a timeout. They need a timeout. So we'll see what they end up wanting to do. Oh, Mike Evans with the drop. That does not look very like him. All right, before I update the scores, let me stay tuned in with this game. 2nd and 15 for Baker Mayfield. They're up 10-6. Can't tell what they're on. Their own 25. So long ways to go. Takes a snap. Pocket holds up. Found somebody for maybe 6 yards. Who was that? Mike Evans? That looked like Mike Evans. Cincinnati, 3rd down on the 28, scoring position. Jake Browning for the end zone. Oh, Higgins, well guarded. Well guarded. I thought he was going to catch that, to be honest. That was a good play. That was good play on both sides. Well defended. Defender was turned around, swatting for the ball up in T Higgins' space. Just can't get any hands on it. That was well defended. That was a good shot for the end zone too. All right, 3rd and 9 for Baker Mayfield on his 31-yard line. Takes a snap. Ooh, dodges no. Oh, fumbles it. Sorry if that was really loud. Fumbles it, but his man lands on it, I think. So it's gonna be all right. And we got let's go. We got the Bucks with a not a touchdown, a field goal. And not the Bucks. What am I talking about? Man, that was all over the place. That was the Bengals with their first field goal. Okay, let's see. Hey man, Pacheco, who's going against the Giants, weak defense, or Sutton, who may have potential upside. What do I think? Well, is this PPR? Is this standard? Are you projected to win, or where are you at? Because now you're talking about your afternoon slots, right? So when you look at this here, it's like, like, are you projected to win right now? Are you playing from behind, and where you're at? You're in a full PPR league, right? And so, like, where I would kind of look at this, right, is you're gonna have some time, a little time to decide and determine if you're up or not, right? You would say that if you're the underdog, that's how it's looking towards the end of the game, I would definitely go with Sutton, because watch Pacheco get like 3 touchdowns just because I said this. But if you're playing from behind in a full PPR, Sutton, even though he did have the down week, he's probably more likely to get the touchdown, right? He's probably more likely, or not more likely to get the touchdown, more likely to get the better opportunities, right, at the touchdown, especially since you're in a full PPR and the receptions count. It's not like Pacheco is a back that just automatically gets 5 receptions a week. So that's what I would kind of go with. And then you can always like stay tuned in, right? Like set a timer or set an alarm for like 30 minutes before the end of these first games, and just see if you end up closer or not than you think with the matchup. But if you're down, I would lean Sutton. So what's been going on in the games since we've seen this? It's looking like they got 2 boxes up at the same time, the Green Bay Browns game and the Steelers game. Right now, looks like Browns are about to take a snap. They're about midfield. It's 3rd down. Take the snap, loft it to the middle. Do they get the first down? I don't think so. But they might have a chance for a field goal. Let's see. You're worried because Xavier's out now, so Pacheco may have the big game. But yes, I agree. Thanks, man. Yeah, you're welcome. I mean, that is true, right? Pacheco could have the big game, or there could be no game. Right? They like, I don't know. Like, what like how I looked at this is like, what does Kansas City really have? Like, what have they really done on offense. And it's been what, Mahomes scrambling like 5 or 6 times for like 50 yards a game, you know? You hate football. I know it's the emotional roller coaster, right? But the important thing is that we have fun right before we start the next week. But I know watch Pacheco be the number one running back after we say this. But honestly, if I were playing it, I would have played Sutton. I would have played Sutton. All right, what do we got? We got a fourth. They're going for it on 4th and 8 with 12 seconds left in the. Oh, they might have been just trying to draw them off sides, but it was fourth down. You have a good one too, Dane. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you. All right, let's see. Oh, he broke through the tackle. He's taking it to the house. No way. And that's McNichols. Oh my God, that's not even Krosky or oh my God, or Rodriguez. This is what's frustrating, right? And this is what's frustrating about a backfield is like who is going to get the touches in this Washington backfield? McNichols ended up breaking free for a touchdown. Oh, and it's oh man, that is crazy. I don't even know what to think about that one. McNichols breaking away. Like who played McNichols? Right? Nobody who really played McNichols. Who would have thought that? No nobody. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right. So we're going to the 2-minute warning in the Bucks game. Tyrod Taylor dropping back. Oh, and he got. Oh, that's how it happened. It was no, oops, wrong button. Sorry, guys. It was a fumble. Fumble by Tyrod Taylor to give the Bucks the position. That's how they got there. All right. Drake Mays in the red zone too. Floats it. Got his man, Hunter Henry, down to the 5-yard line. 1st and goal for the Patriots. Let's see. They got 50 seconds left, so they're running. They got all 3 timeouts, so they don't got to worry about that. They could just run the clock down and take this as the last straight drive of the game, right? So they don't really got to worry too hard. And here we go. All right. Everybody's lined up. Looks like they got the box stacked. Is that Ramondre in the backfield? Oh, they drew him off sides. Oh man. Let's see though. Make sure nobody moved uh, on the Patriots line, but that definitely looked like offsides on the Steelers. Either offsides or encroachment. I don't know what. I always forget between those what the rules are. Neutral zone infraction. Yeah. So I always forget the difference between those three, but looks like they'll be close to the 1-yard line. They flash to the Colts, kicking a field goal. And it is no good. No good. No good. All right, so we got 1st and goal. The Patriots are down 7-14. They're on like the 3-yard line. Box is stacked. Fake handoff. Oh, bring pressure. Oh, and he had to get rid of it. Ooh, that was close. Drake May just got that off in time. That was very close to a sack. That was very close to a sack. Oh man, they both got to him. That was so close. Ooh, a little bit of contact downfield could have been something there. All right, here we go. So triple box, 3 teams in the red zone right now. We got Drake May taking the snap, lofts it, no good. But Baker Mayfield, Bucky Irving tackled for like 3 yards, not much there. It's third down for Tampa. I think it's third down for Patriots too. Rams are winning 16-7. Third and 2. Here we go. Snap taken. Stafford back. Lofts it. Oh, a little too high. It's going to be fourth down. Drake May takes a snap. Fires the end zone. It was picked in the end zone. No way. Interception on the 3-yard line. Drake May, bro, what are you doing? Oh, man. How did he pick that? Oh, it was tipped. It was tipped at the line of scrimmage. Got a finger on it. Tipped off the lineman into the hands of the defensive back. Dang, interception. Well, Baker and team could not do nothing with that turnover by the Jets, the fumble by Tyrod Taylor. They basically made no progress on the field. Have to settle for a field goal. It's a 35-yard attempt, something like that. Here we go. Snap's good. Kicks off. And field goal is good. Carson Wentz sacked. All right, let's get these scores updated. So what do we got? We got the Titans trying to kick a field goal. This is deep, 57 yards. It's 42 seconds left. Looks like they're going to take a timeout. Oh, they took a delay a game? What? That is not the move. That is definitely not the move. Take a delay a game when you're already at a 57-yard field goal. Oof. Damn, Falcons are down 10-0. Holy smokes, bro. What are you guys doing? To the Carolina Panthers. That is crazy. The Panthers have a 10-0 lead. Who would have thought? Whoever bet on the Panthers first half, congrats. Field goal's no good. Man, that is crazy. Oh, man. 14-7, 13-6, 3-0. Man, that's crazy. So, let's get these scores updated. All right. Everything's updated. Sorry for the delay, everybody. All right. So we got nothing happening. Texans and Jags. This is a second down and like 12. Some of these games are in we gotta see what's happening. There's only a couple games still going on before halftime. So let's see if anybody can make any moves. We got the Colts marching in the red zone because remember the missed field goal in bad territory puts them in a bad spot, right? So the Colts get good field position. Um, we got the Raiders and Washington with 30 seconds left in the game as well, but fourth down, so they're not going to do anything with that. So the only one that could really do something is the Colts. So they got second down, 10 seconds left. They got one timeout left. Oh, a handoff. They're going to just settle for the field goal. All right. They're going to settle for the field goal. Let's see how they do. Let's see if he can kick the field goal and make it happen. "36-yard field goal for the Colts. They got it lined up. 3rd and 4. 3 seconds left. Should be a normal field goal. Oh! Ooh, somebody almost blocked it. Its field goal is good, but that was very close. That was very close. All right, we got the Bengals on the 2-minute drill. 3 points versus 17. Oh, that was a oh, he fumbled it. No way. Touchdown? Are you serious? Oops, wrong button. Touchdown, Vikings defense again? What? That did not just happen. That did not just happen. It's caught. He makes the football move. Ball is punched out. Ball is cleanly punched out. That was definitely a fumble. Oh my goodness. So that happened off of a fumble. Fumble. Oops, wrong one. Fumble to the touchdown. Fumble 6. Dang, Minnesota's defense is putting in work. Tyrod Taylor taking the major sack. Oh, man. Commanders have the ball with 8 seconds left on the 40-yard line. They take a Mariota run. What the heck kind of play was that? 4 seconds left. Dang. Mariota running straight into the head coach on the sideline. That is not the move. Oh man. All right, so we got a slight delay. Coach got a bloody nose. Mariota ran straight into him as he was running out of bounds. That was that was a very weird play call. I don't understand that play call. You got 8 seconds left and you do a quarterback designed run. That just seems weird. Very weird. All right, so 56-yard field goal attempt by Washington. Timeout is called. Try to ice the kicker. Raiders use the timeout. Try to ice the kicker. Flashback to the Bengals game. They're down 3-24 after that fumble 6. Jake Browning, 2-minute drill. They got 1:30 left in the game. There's a flag. Oh my goodness. Both games are slowing down. Slight break in both games. We got it. All right. I did not think he was going to make that. Field goal good by Washington. So that game's now going to the half. I gotta go grab my jersey after this. Let's see if they can do something on this drive. All right, Bengals taking the snap, 2nd and 5, minute 30 left. Browning, play broken down. There's a flag. How did you throw that? You threw that past the line of scrimmage, you fool. He lost the football again? No way. That was Jamar Chase. Are you serious? Wait. That might have been an illegal play, though. I don't know what happens here. What just happened? That was an ugly play. Everything broke down. Yo, this guy just like forced like 3 fumbles this game. 2 fouls, both by the offense. Illegal motion, illegal forward pass. Oh my God. Fumble recovered by the defense. Are you serious? That was Jamar Chase, too. Jamar Chase with the fumble. I'm gonna go grab my jersey, use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. All right. Wait, what just happened? There was a touchdown that I missed? The Bucks returned it for a touchdown while I was gone in 20 seconds. Are you serious? Oh my goodness. Touchdown to the Bucks. Got a jersey on. Oh, Jordan Mason for the touchdown. How did he get there too? What happened? Oh, that was a fumble, huh? That's right. Let's go. That's my guy too. Yay. For those of us who play Jordan Mason. Look at this jersey. Here we go. Minnesota is winning 31-3. That is insane. That was two touchdowns in like 3 minutes. The Bengals are just eating it right now. They're just they're just taking it. Oh my goodness. Whoa, I just heard that Philadelphia only has 33 total yards in the first half. That's crazy. Oh, I gotta remember to put this on in the beginning. So most teams are coming back from halves right now, so we're about to see if anything shifts during the second half. We shall see. We shall see. So we got Packers, Steelers, Rams. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. All right, handoff. Chubbard, they got the first down. All right, so second halves are coming to start. Kickoffs of the second half are starting. We got the Panthers marching down. Nobody would have thought they'd be kicking butt like this. Chuba Hubbard, nowhere to go, swallowed up at the line of scrimmage, taken down for maybe a loss of one. Eagles take the snap, passing to Barkley. You guys got to stretch the floor. You guys are down 19-7. This line of scrimmage stuff's not going to get it done, I guess. What did Rodgers do? Oh, that was Rodgers threw a pick in the first quarter or the first drive of the second half. Oh my god. That is a tragedy. Drop any questions for start sit in this for the second games if you want. What are you guys most frustrated with on these first games, or what are you most happy about on these first games? Whoever played Vikings defense is probably happy. Very happy. All right, let's see. Patriots on the 11-yard line, 1st and 10. What do they got going? What do they got going? Take the snap. Over the middle. Just shy of the first down. Hunter Henry. All right, Philadelphia, 2nd and 7 on their own 10-yard line. Sacked. Fumble. No way. Is that a turnover? Rams got it. Fumble on the Eagles. This is their karma for using the tush push way too often. Just kidding. But seriously, I mean, holy moly. This is crazy. All right, so the Rams are now 1st and goal on the 10 after that fumble by Jalen Hurts. Fake the handoff, pass. Kyron Williams, easy. 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 Walks it in. That was a pass play, too. So we got to give the credit to Matthew Stafford. Kyron Williams. Boom. All right. Rams are rolling it. Rams are rolling it. Well, to whoever that guy was that was asking for Devontae Smith versus AJ Brown, I forgot your name, but you have a good shot in this second half for either one of those guys after this start. Holy smokes. All right. So let's see what's next. They're showing a stat of how obviously Matthew Stafford's a great quarterback, one of the greatest. Oh, fumble by the Bengals. Are you serious again? Oh my God. Yo, Minnesota's defense. How many points do they have today? I hope I'm not playing against them. Holy smokes. Oh my goodness. Holy cow. Man. All right, so a little slower while these games are coming back from half times, but currently a couple turnovers, a couple drives, putting teams in position. Hunter Henry looks to be on the side. Maybe he got hurt on that last play after that catch for the first down. They're trying to punch it in. Patriots are trying to punch it in. They got it second down on like the 2-yard line. Does he fall forward into the end zone? He lost the football? Did he break the plane or did he drop it first? Oh my goodness. Ramondre Stevenson, he always had a case of the fumbles. But did he break the plane first? That's the question. Did he get the touchdown? Or is that a touchdown? Let's see. He fumbled it before. No way. Oh my goodness. Fumble. Yo, how many turnovers are there this today? I feel like there's more fumbles than touchdowns. Holy smokes. Oops, I forgot to keep. This is showing me that keeping track of the touchdowns is very hard. I don't even know if that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. So we now got the Vikings that have the ball after that turnover. They're gonna try to for a field goal to end the second quarter. That's crazy. 31 points in the first half. Dude, this guy. That is so crazy. That is so crazy. The Bengals are just completely falling apart. I mean, they're 2-0, so they got lucky on those first two wins. So I guess, the law of averages say they could not keep that luck up. Oh my goodness, pick six for oh my goodness, how Sway? Touchdown, interception on Michael Penix Jr. Oh my goodness. All right, 62-yard field goal attempt by the Vikings. He made it. What? No. 62-yard field goal attempt. That was crazy. That was crazy. Oh my goodness. What is going on right now? All right. What is going on? The Vikings are winning 34 to 3. That is crazy. 3 to 7, 20 to 6, 10 to 20. Rams. That's right. Kyron scored. Panthers are winning. Steelers are up 14-7. Packers 3-6. All right. Updating the scores for everybody. Updating the scores. They were on 3rd and 1. Green Bay was. Pitched it to Jacobs. He barely got the first down, but he got it. All right. Green Bay's trying to make a march down. Colts bouncing. Jonathan Taylor getting the first down. All right. We got touchdown, Michael Pittman. Michael Pittman Jr. for the Colts. Daniel Jones. There, I couldn't find him. Daniel Jones hitting Michael Pittman for that touchdown. All right. Oh, touchdown. Jalen Hurts to Goddard. Touchdown. Jalen Hurts to Goddard. Thanks, Jerome, for the comment. Not sure what that is, but appreciate you trying to interact with the community. Not sure if that's an advertisement or not. If it is, just don't spam. Oh, Jalen Hurts connected with AJ Brown to get downfield. That's how they got down there. Okay. All right. So we got the full box of the Green Bay game. It's 3-0. 5 minutes, 5.5 minutes left in the third quarter. It's 3-0. Slow scoring game. 2nd and 8. They got Jordan Love got 100 yards. Not much happening, I guess, in this game. Let's see what happens. Snap is off. Handoff to Jacobs again. Line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go. It's going to be 3rd down and 8. Or maybe 1 yard. 3rd down and 7. Somewhere around there. Oh, man. That is boring football. Running up the gut. They're up 3-0. That's true. Trying to do ball control, but now we're on 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7 on the 19-yard line. Bringing 4 up the middle. Caught. Broken tackle. Oh, he just short. Was that Wicks? Yep, that was Wicks on like the 4-yard line. Atlanta's still pitching the ball to Bijan Robinson, who's breaking some tackles. All right. 17-yard rush. Bijan's got close to 100 yards, they said. All right. Let's see what happens with 1st and goal for the Green Bay Packers. They're 1st and goal. You got 1st and goal there. Atlanta's still got a big fat donut. They're the only. Oh no, the Browns also haven't scored. The Browns and Atlanta are the only ones who have not scored yet this year. And let's see who's got who. So we've got 17-0, 3-0. We're moving to Trevor Lawrence. Let's see what he does. Down. All right. All right. Travis Hunter with the catch. That's his first catch of the day, they said. Travis Hunter. You know how in shape you have to be to play both offense and defense? I'd be worried about him getting an injury, you know? Like that's just doubling up the snaps both sides of the field. That's crazy. 84 offensive snaps, 49 defensive snaps. This guy's in shape. Be able to play both sides of the field. I don't know how long they'll do this though. Like I don't think they'll do it much longer than in like 1 or 2 more games because like you gotta play to the best. You gotta conserve energy, right? Can't be playing both sides of the football when the playoffs is on the line and just be gas tired. Hand off to Bucky Irving, breaks a couple tackles. Yeah, 16 yards. All right. Let's see. They got a handoff and a fumble. Oh my god. How many fumbles are there today? Patriots fumble the ball. Antonio Gibson with the fumble. Yo, why are they just refusing to play Travion Henderson? Is he that bad at pass block? All right, 1st and goal for Green Bay. Handoff to Jacobs. Nowhere to go. Swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and goal. Danny got no yardage. They're still out about 3-yard line or so. 2nd and goal. They play hurry up. Rush, give back to Jacobs. Again, swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain. 3rd down and goal. This is probably 4-down territory, right? When you're like on the 3-yard line, the game's 3-0. Like a field goal is going to do what? Nothing. Like get you force them to make a touchdown, I guess. All right, play action. Jordan Love on the roll, finds his man in the end zone. Let's go. Fitzpatrick with the touchdown. Let's go. Touchdown. Jordan Love. Jordan Love with the touchdown. Bam. Bam, bam, bam. Hits the touchdown off the broken play. All right, they're bringing us to the Rams game. They're at midfield, third down. Stafford rolling to the side. No way. Matthew Stafford with his legs? Nah, I knew it. There's no way. Just short of the first down. All right, so third down for the Bucks. They're at midfield. Baker finding his man. Who was that? Buka? Yeah, it was a Buka. All right, we got Trevor Lawrence at midfield too, slinging it up the middle to PJ. Was that PJ Washington? All right, we got the Panthers second and 4, just past midfield. Looks like they got Chuba in the back, handoff, nowhere to go, maybe 1 yard. Maybe 1 yard, it's third down. Third down. Third down, third down. Let's see. Let's see what they got. Third down for the Panthers. The Falcons are playing atrocious. I don't know what Drake London's stat line is, but if they donut this game, I might end up. I don't know what I'm gonna do with him if he. I gotta look at the stat line at the end, but haven't heard his name yet. They got the first down. Carolina's got the first down. All right, so they double boxed it now. Um, all right, so we got who do we got? We got Bryce Young backing up. Chuba Hubbard saying he's caught it. Chuba Hubbard said he caught it, but the ref said no. Who was that too? That was like right in between Tedero McMillan and Chuba Hubbard. That was hard to tell who that pass was for. So we got second and 10 for Carolina. We got a 50-yard field goal attempt for the Jags. Let's see which one goes first. The snap for the Jags is off. Field goal is good. Field goal is good. Tennessee's in the red zone now too. Second and goal. Second and goal. We got some football. Let's see what happens here. They are on the 5-yard line, second and goal for the Titans. Second and goal for the Titans. Who's the key players here? Tony Pollard. Maybe somebody played Calvin Ridley. Maybe somebody played Alec Manor. The rookie. Cam Ward out to the right. Slings it to the end zone. Oh, off the hands of the receiver through the back end of the end zone. Tampa Bay's third down and 9. Baker took the snap. What? Baker faking people, breaking tackles, getting the first down himself? What? Baker Mayfield shake and bake. Oh man, I remember watching Baker one time when he was on the Rams when Stafford got hurt against my Raiders, and he tore him apart. And that was right before he went here to the Bucks. He said that watching Stafford play and being his backup ended up teaching him a lot about progressions of a quarterback and made him into a better quarterback. So you can kind of see that. Baker's been on fire these past couple years. So, all right. Off the hands of Mike Evans. That should have been a catch, bro. I know you got Sauce Gardner, but come on. He didn't even touch you yet. All right, so now first and goal for Tennessee. What's going on? Ooh, handoff to the man in motion. Is he going to make it? He dived for the pylon. Did he get it? He got it. He got it. He got it. All right, snap. Baker over the middle. Got his man for the first down. Who was that? I couldn't tell who that was. Raiders are punting. Raiders punted. There's a flag. Oh no. Oh no. Why'd I put this jersey on, bro? Oh my god. No way. Touchdown, Washington special teams. Running it back on the punt from the Raiders. Great job. Great job, Raiders. Great job. Second and goal for the Bucks. Let's see what happens here. Handoff. Nowhere to go. Bucky Irving, nowhere to go. Touchdown stands for Washington. Ran it back for a touchdown. Bucks got third down and goal. Let's watch. Who what are they gonna do here? They're gonna try to hit Abuka in the end zone again. Snaps off. Just throws it away. All right, gonna be a field goal for the Bucks. So close. Could not punch it in. Not punch it in. Quick question: should I start Swift or Moore as my flex? I know Swift is questionable. I'm thinking. So is this PPR or is this standard? And are you winning or are you losing? I know. You know, I'll be honest. Some of the other YouTubers have been like, everybody's on board with DJ Moore having a bounce back game. I have Odunze, so I don't know if I want Odunze to lose those shares. Swift started splitting touches last week, and with him being hurt, maybe they just rest him. That's a tough one. That's honestly a really tough one. If it was PPR, and I was losing, I would for sure go DJ Moore. But if I was winning in standard, I'd probably go Swift if he's playing. If it's a toss up, and it's PPR, if it's a toss up, and Swift is gonna play, I'd probably play him. But I don't think there's anything wrong with going with DJ Moore if you half and you're winning. Half point PPR and you're winning. Yeah, I'd probably, man, I haven't been able to tune into the news right now, so I don't know if Swift is looking good to play or not. But if Swift was good, I would have chose him. If he's good to play, and since you're winning. But every other analyst, all the professionals, right? Wait, which way's the weird? All the professionals, they say all the professionals, they're saying DJ Moore. Moore is gonna have. I don't know how they're doing this. They're saying DJ Moore is gonna have a big game, and some of them even like project DJ Moore higher than Odunze. I'm like, how do you do that? But I like that you like Odunze too. So um yeah, that was a coin flip for me, bro. DJ Moore versus Swift, but if they say Swift's healthy, I probably would have gone with Swift just because uh if you're winning, there's some guaranteed touches there, but I every other analyst is saying DJ Moore is going to have a breakout game, so I don't know. I know that probably was not helpful for you to make your choice. But wish you the best with that. Um, I don't know until I see it with DJ Moore. I can't see it. Swift's at least gotten the usage. All right, let's see. So where we at? Okay. Feel free to tell me too if that was not helpful. um, Here we go. So we got second and goal for Philadelphia. They are on, I don't know which yard line. They're down 14 to 26. Um, they're down 14 to 26, second and goal. I don't think it's close enough. Yeah, it's definitely not. It's like what, 8 yard line? What is that? 9 yard line? Second and goal. 4 seconds left on the play clock. Is it going to be delay a game? Oh, no, they just got it off in time. Passing play. A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown. Who was my man that asked me about A.J. Brown or him? I told him A.J. Brown. There you go. There's your touchdown. There's your touchdown for A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown. And there you go, Mr. Jalen Hurts. Kind of pushed off a little bit, but there it goes. All right. Well, glad I could be of some help. I don't even know how to say your name. Massachusetts Island. Massachusetts Island. But good luck. Good luck later. I'll be rooting with you on for the Bears. I got Caleb Williams and Rome Odunze. So hopefully there's enough to go around for everybody with how the Cowboys defense was last week. All right, so now we're looking at the Patriots knocking on the red door, the red zone, 21 yards, third down and 6, and they are just short. They're just short. They are short. All right, now we got Green Bay coming through. 3rd and 1. Jordan Love getting sacked, bro. This guy's. What the heck? Did this man like just want to get pummeled today or what? He took like 5 or 6 sacks today. He held on to that one too. Like there was no need to hold on to that one. He knew the defender was right there. He was gonna throw it and he pump faked it. That's crazy. All right. So we're waiting for New England to come back later, but let's see how they got there. When they were on the 40, Drake May passed it to. Is that another Hunter Henry play? Man, this guy is eating today. I guess Steelers are known notoriously bad against the tight end, though, I think, right? All right. Here we go. So they got the Texans 3rd and 13, and this man, CJ Stroud, eating a sack. Jeez, bro. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Texans are not looking good at all this year. Could be targeting Nico Collins. Somebody might want to get rid of him. Daniel Jones going deep. He hit it. He hit it. Alex Pierce. Oh, but he's shooken up. He hit him, though, and he held on to the football. Down to the red zone. Down to the red zone. Let's see. What's up, John? Let's see what you say. Start Pearsall now that Jennings is out or James Conner. Oh man, this must be for your flex, right? Is this PPR? Is this standard? Are you winning or are you losing? But just this is PPR, and are you winning or are you losing, John? You're winning. Yeah, I would probably go James Conner then, just for the for the touches. If I was losing, I would go Pearsall. But I get what you're saying with what's his name's out. Do we know the quarterback situation too in San Francisco? I have not been checking the news at all today. Um, so I didn't run through that progression yet. Uh, I mean, there's nothing been against Arizona for what's his name either, right? Connor. Like he's playing, he's healthy. Um, but Mac Jones is playing. I know the freaking what's it called? The Cardinals and Murray have kind of looked funny too. Um, I'm not ignoring you. I'm looking at so Pearsall has 4 receptions in each game, 6 and 7 targets, right? Um, 4 receptions being the benefit of the PPR. Connor can catch a couple passes. I think I would lean Connor. If you said you're winning, right? You're winning. I think Pearsall for sure has the higher ceiling, right? Um, just because, like you said, if Jennings is for sure out, Mac Jones can hyper target somebody. Like we've seen that with Brian Thomas Jr. last season. Um, and if he's out, I have no problem with you starting Pearsall. It's just for me personally, if I'm winning and I have a choice between a wide receiver and a running back, that's a toss up. I typically go for the person with the guaranteed um, touches, but you know, I understand because there's basically nobody else besides Pearsall, right? Um, that if you want to lean that way, he's getting the looks, right? He's getting the targets. It's just what is that going to turn into? You winning by a lot too, John? Man, this guy keeps. I'll put you in a timeout, man. Can't be dropping dropping these advertisements. All right. This is getting close to the what does he call it? The witching hour, the last hour of plays, the where the wins become losses and the losses become wins. We're getting close. We're getting very close. So drop any questions you got for start sit for the second games. Anything you're happy or sad about? Oh man, John, is that Jonathan Taylor breaking tackles? Oh my God, he just ran it all the way. Jonathan Taylor's he's having the season that everybody's always wanted him to have. He was drafted and known to be like the best, supposed to be one of the best in the league. Always gets slightly injured. Has been on terrible teams, not able to get him the football. And this year, he's just going to town. That was what, like a 45-yard touchdown. Holy smokes! Touchdown, Jonathan Taylor. All right. Let's see. Jags kick a field goal. Doesn't look good. Looks wide right. Oh, that looks terrible. That was not the move. That was definitely not the move. Oh, Marcus Mariota. Find Terry McLaurin for a touchdown. Ooh. There you go. There's all for those Terry McLaurin. The haters of Terry McLaurin. Oh my goodness. There you go, Terry. Proven your worth on that drive right there. Man, I know everybody was worried about Terry McLaurin with Debo Samuel. Oh no, they call him down at the one. Oh, they call him down at the one. You got to go back to him. Come on. Are you gonna punch this in with a Marcus Mariota run? Please don't get there. Okay, you cannot do that. You cannot. You got to give the man a try. He just got you down there. I come into I come into the stream right as you say. I'm so sorry, bro. I am so sorry. Oh no, that's unfortunate. Oh man, but yeah, he was wide right. He was wide right on that kick. Hopefully you're winning your matchup though. Hopefully you're winning your matchup, right? Um, and you didn't need that thing. And there's the Bill Krosky touchdown. Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt, the guy who was asking about him earlier. There you go, bro. There you go. He just got it. He just got it. But Terry McLaurin. Touchdown for Krosky Merritt. Let's get these scores updated, but there were some cool plays that just happened, so just wanted to make sure we got all that. All right, so Vikings are winning 34-3. Texans are losing 10-3. Colts are winning 34. Jordan Mason with the second touchdown? That's what I heard. Oh yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Touchdown, Jordan Mason. Let's see. All right. Raiders are getting their butts kicked. Wearing this jersey made them lose even worse. Good job, Ryan. Man, I can't believe the Falcons are getting spanked by the Panthers like this. If they donut it, oh my goodness. If they get a donut, if they get a donut. All right. Let's see. All right, they got the Steelers game up right now. They got the Steelers game up right now. Let me get this scores updated for everybody. Bam. Hey, yo, screen variety. You guys keep spamming, bro. I told you be cool just one time to drop your stuff, but when you guys spam like this, there's no way that I want to let that happen, you know? I'm trying to be nice, but you guys just keep spamming. All right. Let's go. Let's hit me with any of those last minute star sit questions for the second games. Also, drop if any of your players helped you out or if there's anything that pissed you off. What is the highlight of these day games. For me, I was very surprised that the Falcons are getting their butt absolutely kicked right now. I believed in Drake London, and this is making me very scared. I'm not going to lie. I am not going to lie. But I'm very grateful for Jordan Mason scoring 2 touchdowns. That was cool. That was very cool. All right, we're into the witching hour, says the red zone. When what do they say? When wins become losses and losses become wins. So we got a tie game, 14-14. Steelers taking the snap. Rodgers passes incomplete on 3rd down. So it's going to be 4th down. All right. Handoff for the Rams. They got about 8. Let's see. I was at work late and auto drafted Genty in my league, so I've been feeling cooked. Dude, yeah, I know. Jordan Mason, though, bro. Good job. That's a good one. Jordan Mason and Jalen Hurts. Well, the Eagles are marching it down the field right now, I believe. So, oh no, wait, the Rams have the ball. Sorry, but I know Genty. I could not, like, I'm a Raiders fan, right? And I could not get on board with Genty's draft price just because, like, I know I've watched the Raiders, right? And I can feel you on that. I do think though, he will have more value as the time goes on. Like, literally, like, if we look at history, right? If we look at history, typically, especially the running backs, but the rookies have a slower start and then they pop off, right? So, might have to lower expectations or whatever, but I think, he's probably not going to finish a top 5 like how they were projecting or wanting to hit him, right? But, borderline wide receiver 1, I could still see him finishing there just cuz he's so good. Like, he's definitely good. It's just they have like a negative push on the line of scrimmage for running. It's insane. It is really bad. All right, so we got 3rd and goal for the Panthers on 3-yard line. Bryce Young takes the snap, dumps it off. Ooh, does Chuba get there? I don't think he gets there. I think he's marked short. Oh yeah, they're marking him short at the 1. They're marking him short at the 1. But they are running the Falcons. They are running the Falcons. CJ Stroud just got picked off too. Oh my goodness. Here, let me hit CJ Stroud for you guys. Wait, oops, wrong one. That was not a touchdown. That was an interception. Interception for CJ Stroud. Man, he's looking real bad. He has looked really bad these past couple years. Oh man, they were what I remember when they were comparing him to Patrick Mahomes after, like, during his first year, after his first year. But man, that has not happened at all. It's almost feeling like that first year was a fluke, like how bad it's been, rather than like what we were saying. That's what we were saying coming into the year, right? Like, oh, it was just a bad year for CJ Stroud. But I don't know. I do not know. It does not look good. Does not look good for the Texans. All right, let's see who we got. Who do we still got that's in contention? So this Rams game is close. This New England game is close. New England's got a 2nd and 5. Rams got a 3rd and 1. Tie game for the Patriots. Rams are up by 5. Let's see. All right, 2nd and 5 for the Patriots. Take the snap. Drake May passing over the middle. He's got his man. I didn't see who it was, though. 3rd and short. Fake the handoff. Play action. Going deep. Oh, no PI? No PI? All right, no PI. 4th and 1. That was targeted Devontae Adams. No PI on that call. All right, we got 1st down. for the Patriots. We got Henderson in the backfield. Let's see. 1st and 10 at the 35, tie game. All right, he found his man. Austin Hooper for the 1st down. Drop any last minute start sit questions in the chat. Share your thoughts with the community. 4th and 1. 4th and 1 for the Rams. They're up 26-21. Start of the 4th quarter. Looks like they'll take a timeout. Drake May's starting to cook. He's got 8 straight completions. They're at the 50-yard line. 1st down. Empty backfield. 4 seconds on the clock. He's got it. Pass to Henderson ran out of bounds. Oh man, Aaron, you literally just asked the same question as someone else up there. So you got a full PPR. Are you winning or losing? And essentially what I was kind of saying, based on, winning or losing is that the entire, I don't know, you probably watch other commentators, right? And all the professionals are saying that DJ Moore is supposed to have a breakout game, and everything especially with how bad the Cowboys defense is. But my advice was like, are you winning or losing, right? And if you're winning heading into this, and Swift is healthy, those are guaranteed touches, even though he's kind of splitting the backfield. But I don't have a problem if you choose DJ Moore, since this is projected to be a shootout. It's just that he's super unsafe, right? Oh, well, that's funny. I literally said that as the other guy, as Fish here just responded. But if you're winning, right? Like my philosophy is, if I'm winning and I'm choosing between a coin flip on a running back and a wide receiver, I typically lean the running back, just because those touches are more guaranteed. I know it's PPR, but if it was somebody who receives 15 targets a game, then yeah. But right now, DJ Moore is not. You have PTSD from DJ Moore. Oh my god, that's a good one. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to, like, Swift is the what's it called play, right? It's like, it's not attractive, it's not fun, but if he's healthy, it's kind of hard. Quinshawn Judkins just broke out for a 38-yard run. That's something that just happened. Mac Jones. Hopefully that was helpful, Aaron. I wish you the best. I'm gonna be I got Caleb, so I'll be rooting for. Well, I also got Odunze too, but I'll be rooting for the Bears as well. Hopefully the Cowboys' defense still looks like Swiss cheese. Oh, Drake May just fumbled it. Drake May just fumbled it. He was on fire that drive, but he fumbled it. He fumbled it. They reported he was 10 minutes out after the kickoff. Who, Mac Jones? Really? I have not been paying attention to the injury reports. Oh yeah. They're start. Okay, I see what you're saying. They're starting Jones. Wait. Oh no, he's not out. Maybe you're referring to something else. I didn't see Mac Jones out. I did not see Mac Jones out. And thanks to everybody helping each other out with their own thoughts. When we're making these fantasy lineups, sometimes we just run around in our own head, right? Over and over again, like, oh crap, should I play this guy or should I play this guy? And it's good to kind of hear other people's perspectives sometimes. 3 and 10, 34 and 13, 10 to 34. Just updating the scores for everybody. Man, the Panthers are just getting ran over. Or sorry, the Falcons. I cannot believe that that is happening. That is insane to me. I would not have thought that would happen. Wait, how do the Patriots have 14? Oh yeah, they do. And then Packers are doing what? Packers at 10. Updating the scores for everybody. Sorry for the delay. Let's see. Yeah, I think this touchdown counter is a bust unless it's hard to do all this at once. So I gotta figure a better way. Yo, what is up with the spam? I gotta figure out how to fucking I gotta figure out what to do with these spam bots. Put user in a timeout. They need a timeout. They need a timeout. All right. Let's see what's going on. The Bengals are getting absolutely smoked, and he throws another pick. Are you serious? Oh, finally, Hawkinson caught his touchdown. So for those of you who played Hawkinson, there you go. Second and goal. If the Browns get on the board before the Falcons, that is an issue. If the Browns score before the Falcons, that would be tragic. Let's see. We got drop any of those last minute questions. Do you guys think Cleveland's going to get in the end zone here? Do you guys believe in Joe Flacco? Let's see. Flacco takes a snap. Oh, off the fingertips. Jerry Judy. But there's a flag. There's a flag, though. There's a flag. Pass inter. Oh, pass interference on the defense in the end zone. Oh, man. And the guy who asked me for Quinshawn Judkins, this might be your chance. This might be your chance. CJ Stroud just dancing in his own end zone. Oh my goodness, this is ugly. Oh my God. All right. On the one, here come the Browns. Play action. They faked it to Judkins. He just threw it away. Broken play. Steelers tie game at midfield. Aaron Rodgers play action, dumps it off. Warren shakes, makes two guys miss. Ooh, 15 yards. Dang, Warren looks good. Pause. Pause. All right, here we go. Second and goal for Cleveland on the one. All right, hand it off this time. Judkins slips a tackle. Oh, he's short though. Third down. All right, this is some good defense from the Packers. All right. Second down and 5. Rodgers fakes the handoff, play action. Rolling out to the left, taking it himself, slides down, third down. It's a tie game though, so they just need a field goal. Oh, there was a flag. Personal foul. Personal foul on who? For the Browns? Oh man, the Browns, they screwed it up, yo. All right, here we go. Rodgers taking the snap. He's taking the timeout. All right. Backed up 15 yards for Flacco. Oh, just a dump off. Oh my God, that was hideous. Well, we thought the Browns were going to score, but they went backwards. They are going backwards. Third and goal, and it's like 20 yards. All right. Double box. Here we go. The Rams are marching up there too. All right. Third down. Dumps it off. Man, Flacco. You know, everybody was like so excited for Flacco to take over, but he has not been able to do anything these 3 games. All right. So, third down. Here we go for New England. And he is third down and 2 on the 25. Or, sorry, Pittsburgh. They handed it off. Jalen Warren gets the first down. Jalen Warren gets the first down, keeps the drive alive. Who would you guys play? Sutton, Pickens, or Pearsall? Is this PPR? Is this actually they're all wide receivers, I guess, but yeah, still. Is this PPR and are you winning or losing? But out of these 3, I think man, that's a good question. That is a good question. Um I think I would lean full PPR and you're winning. Um I don't have my rankings in front of me right now. I gotta get better at that. I think my gut likes Pickens for the matchup, but I think they're also close. I think they're also close. Pearsall, somebody was saying that Je- uh Jennings might be out. So if that's the case, if I can if you could check in on that Elber because I don't know if Jennings is out. If he is out, Mac Jones is known to hyper target, so if he is out, Pearsall might be the safest option. Um, and if you're winning, then would go for the safe one. Oh man, Trevor Lawrence just threw a pick. Trevor Lawrence throwing the interception, bro. That means the Texans can still win, or at least tie it up. All right, where are we at here? There is 2.5 minutes left. Pittsburgh has a 2nd and 16. They're on the 27-yard line. 2nd and 16. Got a short toss to Gainwell, who gets good yardage. Third down. I think Purdy and Jennings are both out. I'll go Pearsall. You're welcome, bro. Wish you the best with that. You got this. You got this. Um, let's see. There's triple box because all 3 of these games. Oh, Wow, Nico Collins touchdown. I guess CJ Stroud heard me talking that smack. CJ Stroud heard me talking that smack and he just threw the touchdown. Threw the touchdown. It's tying the game up, or it's 9-10. They got to kick the extra point, right? But very nice. That is a nice surprise. Dang, Nico Collins shook his man, yo. That's how he got so wide open. What a move. Rogers took the snap, looking for the end zone. He's got it. Calvin Austin. Calvin Austin with the touchdown. All right. Where's this guy's name? Aaron Rodgers. There he is. Aaron Rodgers throwing that touchdown. Aaron Rodgers throwing that touchdown. Dude. All right. Drop any last minute questions. Drop any last minute questions in the chat. Let's get these scores updated. So oh, Mike Evans went into the locker room. Mike Evans went into the locker room. Uh-oh. AJ Brown catching footballs. AJ Brown catching footballs. Hurts running himself for the first down. Sorry, guys, I was doing the scores. Hurts keeps it himself for the first down. Lawrence got the first down. Trevor Lawrence. So we got, what do we got? We got everybody making some moves except Atlanta. Oh wait, Browns are 3. I typed that wrong. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe how bad Atlanta is today. Do we really think they were going to be this bad? All right. So all 4 of these games are close. All 3 of these games, sorry. Oh my goodness. Cleveland just intercepted Green Bay. Are you serious? Jordan Love. I was just saying how good Jordan Love looked this year. And he just threw it away. What is he doing? Drop any questions in the chat if you got them. Jordan Love just turned it over. We got the Eagles making a march down the field. The Rams are kind of choking it right now. Rams. For your flex, Keenan Allen or George Pickens. My gut says Pickens. This is PPR, and are you winning or losing? Um, but my gut, just without even any more information, would tell me Pickens. That matchup is just so sweet right now. So I think I would do that, but Keenan Allen's got a lot of targets, so but I think I would lean Pickens. All right. These are very interesting situations. Cleveland was a fat donut against Green Bay, and now they have an opportunity to tie the game up. They're basically on the end zone thanks to an interception by Jordan Love. And the Jags are taking it on fourth down, 6 minutes left in the game. Judkins with the touchdown. There you go, bro. Quinshawn Judkins. Who was the guy asking me about Quinshawn Judkins? There you go, bro. You got it. You got the touchdown. You got the touchdown from Quinshawn Judkins. Oh, man. There you go. All right, third down for the Eagles, 3rd and 10. They're down 5, so 4-down territory. Since they're past midfield, they'll probably go have 4 downs because they love that tush push. All right. Quinshawn Judkins. There you go, bro. There you go, bro. All right. 4th and 2 for the Jags. Man in motion. Oh, ball batted at the line of scrimmage. Ball turned over. Houston, if you heard me talking smack and you're about to do this because of that, you guys. Jake Browning passes it to his tight end. Did he get a touchdown? He did. Oh my goodness. That helps nobody. That helps. That's a touchdown for Jake Browning, but that helps nobody. That was to the tight end. Jake Browning with the touchdown. Touchdown, Jake Browning. Oh, and AJ Brown broke a tackle. AJ Brown broke a tackle. 23 yards for AJ Brown. It's PPR. I got Javonte Williams at running back. Okay, you're probably going to play him. CD, you're going to play him. And you started Warren over Ferguson, which seemed not to be working out too good. And you have an 86% chance. Oh, you like... I get it. I get it. Because if you play Pickens, you're basically playing the entire Cowboys offense. I get it. I get why I was like, why? I was like, if you look at anybody's rankings, like Keenan and Pickens are not close. Why are you trying to play Allen? But I get it now. You're just trying to hedge your bet a little bit there, right? Like it's like, and then what if the Cowboys put up 0 points? I get it. I mean, if you're 86% chance of winning, like I don't think you could go wrong with either. If you want to hedge your bet with Keenan, just because, like, if you're winning at 86% right now, right, like you can go with the safety, right, the safety of dispersion. But watch George Pickens get like 3 running touchdowns because I said that. I was saying that earlier. I was like, whoever played Vikings D, man, it has to be the happiest person on earth. They have 31 points right now. That's insane. That is insane. Let's see. So what can happen right now? So Green Bay's tied, 2.5 minutes. They could try to win this here. There's a first down first down for Green Bay, so they could just run it out and then kick a field goal. So they should be able to do that. Philly is 3rd and 3. Barkley gets the first down. All right, they're just going to push their way into the end zone now. Oh my goodness. I can't believe Philly pulled off this win. The Rams, you guys choked this, man. You guys were up like what, 26-7 or something like that? God. Oh, fumble! The Jags get the ball back. Houston just fumbled it. Dude, I think today has been like the most fumbles I've ever seen. There were so many fumbles today. All right, Drake May's trying to make a drive to tie it up. He's down 21-14, 4th down, minute left. He's trying to get it, but if they can 4th and 1, Steelers can win this if they stop it here. Let's see. You're jumping with joy because your opponent has everyone playing right now and has Caleb Williams tonight. Oh my God, why does these people who just keep spamming, yo? Spam Musubi. Spam Musubi. All right, so wait. Sorry, let me go back to your comment. They have Caleb Williams. So far, they only have 82 points, and you have 5 players. Oh yeah, you definitely got this, bro. If you're winning right now, right? You said, or you just projected it. I don't know how many points you have versus that 82. But it's pretty much seems like you're gonna win. All right, let's see. 4th and 1. No, you made a backwards move. Oh, that was dumb. Was that a rookie who did that? Who did that? He tried to break the tackle, so he went backwards, right? And he was basically at the line to gain. But because he went backwards instead of falling forwards, then the defender got him down. Oh man. That's tough. It's 77-82. He has Caleb. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you got this, bro. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you got this. Debating putting in Allen instead of Zay Flowers. So I have some. So you I mean, it looks like you're about to win, bro. So it doesn't matter. I don't think if you do Pickens or Allen's. If I had to choose someone, I would have put Pickens. But like, you're about to win. So if you want to spread what's it called? Spread it out. I don't think there's anything wrong with playing Allen. Since you have both, it seems like you're gonna win, right? So I think if you choose either one, as long as you don't sit your players, it seems like either choice should be fine. But Mr. Fish, put in Allen instead of Zay Flowers. I think that would be the play of the week from anybody on on the most outrageous play of the week that gets you to win. But I've done that too, where I've like, oh, I want to watch somebody play during this thing, but I would not advise that. I would not advise that if you weren't winning, right? But go for it. You're gonna throw Pickens in. All right, I'll be rooting for a shootout for you then, because I got Caleb and Rome. You have who did you say you had? You had Javonte, CD, and like I think between Javonte to CD is gonna basically be your Caleb, right? And then if you got 3 more on top of that, it doesn't really matter who you play from there. So yeah, go ahead, throw Pickens in. Hopefully he gets one of those. Hopefully this is like a 50 versus 48 100-point game, and everybody just gets to eat. All right, so here we go back to Philly. 2nd down and goal. Hurts is throwing it. He got somebody. Who did he hit? Was that Barkley? He hit Barkley. 3rd and goal. They got a couple yards. It's not close enough to tush push. Unless they're crazy, but they got a chance to win the game here. they're looking at a play between the Browns and the Packers, so they'll have to come back to that one. The Jags and Houston game is close, but the closest is the the Rams. Incomplete. Jalen Hurts missed A.J. Brown. No flag. A.J. Brown's complaining for a flag. So it's now 4th down. They have to go for it. They have to go for it. Dude, I know the tush push. I was talking about that earlier. It's so annoying. Like, at first, like, I'm not going to lie. At first, before the season started, I was like, hey, let them play. Like, this is the rules. But then, like, how they started this season, where it's like literally every drive, literally every 4th down, literally every time they're on the goal line. And then when you watch the replay, they're false starting. It's like something has to change, right? Next season, something's going to change. Or these refs in the replay booth, like, they need to change something where they can call flags, like a false start or something from the replay booth. Because, oh, he got him. Who'd he hit? Devontae Smith? Oh, so I guess that guy that asked me, Devontae Smith or A.J. Brown, they both caught the touchdown, so it doesn't really matter. That's the only reason they're still in. Plus, I know, right? Those false starts not getting called is crazy. It is crazy that it's, I don't know, it's not fun, right? It's like when, I don't know if you watch the NBA, but I stopped watching it. But back in the day when Steph Curry was first coming out, and they were doing these like moving elevator screens, and they were just straight up like cheating in the NFL. Now it's like, oh my goodness, same thing in the NFL. It's like this tush push it needs to change. But they got the touchdown. I guess I got to put the touchdown up because they got it, right? They got it. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown to put them up with 1:48 left. And since they missed the 2-point conversion, all they need is a field goal to win. So it's in the Rams' hand to do so. Let's see. All right. You bench Genty? What? All right. I gotta follow your lead because I did not have the balls to bench Drake London, but holy smokes, bro. This is not the move. This is definitely not the move. But good job benching Genty. I don't think anybody would have done it. All right, and then what did this guy say? Chad says you have Lawrence, BTJ, Genty, Ramondre. Oh no, that's tough, bro. That is tough. Oh man, BTJ. Oh my god, I don't know how you feel about BTJ, but how I had him last year. I think he's good. Drake London, he's good, but these guys, they just, what is going on, right? Oh my god. All right, let's see. So 2-minute drill. 2-minute drill for the Jags. Trevor Lawrence takes a snap. He finds him. Who is that? Is that BTJ? Ha! Just as we were talking smack, he almost ran it in for a touchdown. Trevor Lawrence to BTJ. Oh man, that always happens though, right? As soon as you start talking smack, the players just magically start doing well. All right, so who do we got? We got 4th and 13 for the Packers. There's 50 seconds left in the game. They're running this clock down. And they're probably going to put a field goal try on. All right, so we got the Jags taking the snap up the middle. Do they got it? He got it. He got it. He got it. Oops, wrong button. He got it. Touchdown. Who was that? ETN? Yeah, that was ETN. Oh my goodness. All right. Let's see what the Rams can do. Man, I can't update these scores right now. Everything's is the game-winning scores. I can't look away. All right, so we got Travis Etienne just took it into the end zone. So They're now leading Houston. If they make this extra point by, yeah, they made the extra point, so by 7. So Houston has to score a touchdown. They got a minute 40 left. We got the Rams down by 1 against the Eagles, basically at midfield. They're 45. Stafford takes a snap, finds Nakua for the first down. All right, so we got Nakua Eden a couple times, another first down. We got Green Bay, blocked punt, or sorry, field goal. No way, I swear. Can you guys imagine if the Browns beat Green Bay right now? Can you just imagine if the Browns beat Green Bay? No way. No way. Green Bay, all of a sudden people are talking about them going to the Super Bowl and winning the Super Bowl and stuff. And the Browns, oh my God, might be beating them. Who for your wide receiver 2? Hollywood, Quentin Johnson, or Troy Franklin? Are you losing? Are you winning? Is this PPR? You know, I don't have any problem riding the hot hand of Quentin or Troy Franklin. I'm not a Hollywood fan, but you know, he's probably the quote unquote, you know, top receiver in his group versus the other guys. So just based on for one, just based on if you are, what are you at? You know, PPR, are you winning? Are you losing? What are you looking for from the spot, right? So that's what I would look at first on what I'm looking for, because the highest ceiling is Quentin, right? He's proved it over and over again. But Troy Franklin's getting some work right now. Let me look up his stats right now. I don't have him in front of me because I believe he's been getting looks. Yeah, he got 15 targets over 2 games. So he's probably got the most targets. But I if you need a ceiling, I would start Quentin. Man, these guys are real good at spam. These guys are really good at how many accounts can they have to keep spamming? Let's see. Nakua's your other wide receivers. So you have Puka and C. Dude, you have a stacked team, bro. Puka, CD. That's insane. So, all right. Let's see what happens. All right, Stafford's taking back. Stafford's taking it back. He's in field goal range, so they just got to throw it to the sidelines. Ooh, that was a dangerous throw, yo. That was dangerous. All right, here we go. And then we got the Browns almost in striking range. Up the middle. Pass is caught. Oh, but they don't have any timeouts. Oh, they barely get the spike off in time. So the Browns have a chance to kick it and beat Green Bay. They have a chance to beat Green Bay. Josh Allen's your quarterback too? How are you playing with a bunch of noobs or something? Like, holy smokes, bro. Like, what is this? How do you have, so you have, oh my goodness, you drafted well. You drafted really well. You're going to put in Hollywood? Yeah, sure, go for it. I mean, you want them to win. If you're a Chiefs believer, you might as well. You might as well. Let's see. Man, these are some exciting endings to these games. I never would have thought the Browns had a chance to beat the Packers. All right, so we got 2 games with a kick that could win it. 2 games with a kick that could win it. So we got the Rams and the Browns kicking. If the Rams miss, though, they lose this game. But if the Browns miss, it goes to overtime. Oh, man. All right, so we got the Browns one up. Here we go. Snap is off. Kick is up. It's good. No way. There's a flag, though. There's a flag, though. There's a flag. Dude, the Browns just beat The Packers? No. No way. And it was offsides. Oh my God. The Browns beat the Packers. Yo. Oh my goodness. All right. Rams are kicking now. 44-yard attempt. No timeouts. 3 seconds left. Rams down by 1. 44 yards. Snap is good. Kick is blocked. Kick is blocked. Eagles taking it back for a touchdown. Oh my God. Oh my God. The tush push survives another week. The tush push survives another week. How? Oh man. Oh my goodness. Jalen Hurts, you got so lucky. The Eagles, you guys got so lucky on that. Blocked field goal for the win. Wow, that was exciting. Exciting endings. Very, very exciting endings. Oh man. All right, last opportunity. You got Houston Texans midway at midfield. CJ Stroud scrambling, running it himself, gets the first down out of bounds. Out of bounds. Man, I can't believe that happened. I cannot believe that happened. That is crazy. The Eagles came back and won it. The Browns win it. The Falcons look like the worst team in football today. Um, Steelers winning. Browns. I can't believe the Browns won. That is so crazy. Oh my goodness. Oh, all right. Hold on. Let me update these scores. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Here comes the scores. Here comes the scores. Let's see what happened. Your team is Josh Allen and Daniel Jones. You got David Montgomery, Alvin Kamara, and Javonte Williams. Ashton Genty. Dude, how big is your league, bro? It's like your league like a 6-team league or something? Oh man. And Vikings defense and Brandon Aubrey. You have a stacked team, dude. I don't think anyone stands a chance. Oh man, CJ Stroud got picked. Oh, it's an 18. Oh, it's an 18. Okay, okay, that makes more sense. But yeah, that was smarts benching Genty. Not many people would have had the fortitude to to freaking bench Genty like that. And CJ Stroud picked off, so that game ends. Congratulations, CJ Stroud. You look like a star for a second, but you couldn't do it. You couldn't do it. Oh man. And you benched him for Kamara. Good. That's good. All right. Think is there anything left? Jets just blocked and returned the field goal? No way. I was literally about to go to that. What? They Are you serious, bro? Oh, here it comes. They just Oh my goodness, they did. What is going on? Dude, if the Jets win too, holy smokes. The worst teams in football won. Oh my god. They got a touchdown. Touchdown off a block kick. Wow. Wow. If the Jets win this, holy smokes. Holy smokes. This is crazy. This is crazy. There's no way. How how many defensive plays were there today? There's so many defensive plays. Oh man. There's no way. Extra point is good. Extra point is good. 27-26 Jets lead. Oh my goodness. Nobody would have thought against the Bucks either, right? Yo, this is crazy. They are popping off. Shout out to Faded Hawk on that call out. That was crazy. No way. No way. Yo, let's see what happens. We got to see what happens. All right? Oh my goodness. Because there's no Mike Evans. There's no Mike Evans, right? They say he has a hamstring injury. Jonathan Taylor with another touchdown. Oh my goodness. What's uh-oh? What is uh-oh? Don't tell me something crazy happens. Baker, he's caught. Oh, you're saying the Ibuka? Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure, right? Like if if Evans is out and I mean, even if Godwin comes back, right, at that point, and Evans is out, like you're not gonna throw Godwin in there and give him 50 targets in the first game, right? You'll probably ease him in. So yeah, I agree. Ibuka is probably a must start next week. Um, I mean, hamstring injuries are typically not come back the next week, right? So they're typically multi-week injuries. So yeah, for sure I would throw Ibuka in. Mayfield? No way! Did he catch that? Ibuka? Or is he out? Oh, they called him out. your boy almost had a phenomenal catch, tipping it to himself. I don't know. That might have been a catch. Dude, I had George Kittle, bro. I had George Kittle. That shit. That. Oh, I can't. I'm not supposed to cuss on here, huh? The George Kittle. I had him, but I got a Juwan. Picked him off the Saints, and semi semi excited, but I was so sad for Kittle, dude. I was so sad because I targeted him in the draft. I like I thought the other two were two. I had him starting and I lost that week because of it. Dude, I know. I think I lost by less than a point that first week too when he came out. So oh man. But it's okay. That's part of fantasy, right? That's part of the game. That it sucks. It sucks. Wait, but Ibuka might have caught this, yo. It's so close. You also lost by less than a full week? Oh man. Dude, I know, right? I know. Those those are the worst. Those are the worst. Almost by points. Yeah, hopefully you're 2-1 too. I'm 1-1 also right now. So Geno Smith dropping a touchdown, I guess. Let's see. The Mariota wide open. What? Yo, the Raiders are. I don't even know, man. Oh, so they called it good by Ibuka? Did they call it good? They got Shepard for a first down up the middle. They're in the field goal range. All they need is a field goal. Okay, they'll probably be able to ice this away then. Oh man, that was scary though for a second. You can't lose to the Jets. Just kidding. Oh man. All right, let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens. We got they're in field goal range. They're running the clock down. Jets have no timeouts. So they really only need to run like one or two plays here. Put it up the middle with Bucky. All right, they got one timeout, so they can just take this all the way down to 1 second and kick the field goal. Game winning field goal. The Chargers kick a field goal, so they're good there. All right. And then they got the Saints driving down. Play action with the Seahawks, or the Seahawks driving down. And JSN with the 12-yard touchdown. The guy asking me if he should trade JSN. I hope that right there puts it for you to keep JSN, bro, because JSN is he could honestly finish as the top wideout, like one of the top for sure, but like how much they're using him right now and how much he's performing, he definitely I would keep him for sure. All right, 3 seconds left. Bucks down by one. What are they gonna do here? What are they gonna do? Let's see if he can make this field goal. So we got a field goal to win the game. If he misses, he loses. This is how long? It's a 36-yard attempt. Man, don't lose to the Jets. Oh, he's got it. Field goal, good. Field goal, Good. Whew, that was close though. That was way too close for those Bucks. They should not be taking it that close against the Jets. That's a little worrisome. But holy smokes. All right. So the Bucks go up, win 3 games, even though there was a scare there. Well, hope everybody's winning their week this week. Hope hope you got everything you needed from these morning games. Um let's see. I have not checked my score at all this week. Uh, oh man, Drake London doing a whole bunch of nothing. Damn, Quinshawn was my wow. Oh wait, Jordan Mason got 23 points. Holy smokes. Nice. Nice, nice. All right. So, into the afternoon games. Let's finalize these scores. I'm gonna stay on just a little bit longer, but I was only intending to stay on the morning games since most people's stats are done. Decisions. Sorry, I should say decisions are made by the end of the set of the first games, but stay on for a little bit longer just to see if anything cool happens. 41-20. Let me just make sure all my scores are right. 24-41. 26-33. 0-30. The Falcons have to take this one back to the drawing board. What the hell happened there? What happened? What happened to them Falcons? That was not the move. So these are the scores of the morning games. These are the scores of the morning games. Hopefully all of y'all are winning your league. Hopefully everybody's winning the league. Hopefully hopefully there's good stuff. Oh my goodness. Seahawks are taking it back to the house on a return. Yo. Yo. That is crazy. See ya. You're welcome. Good luck. I'll be on next week. Appreciate all the comments. Appreciate the engagement. I'll see you next time. Faded Hawk. I'll be on for just a few more minutes as this ends up. See ya. All right. Let's see. Anybody else with any last minute questions before before these final games get on the way, drop them in the chat if you got it. I'll stay on for a couple more minutes just to see if anything cool happens. All right. Everything is set. No more questions. We got all the good games starting. Hopefully, everybody has their players in that they want. Be doing this every Sunday, maybe the other days of the week. We'll see. This seemed very fun. Pretty good turnout, so I appreciate everybody who dropped their questions and just dropped some good conversations. Got to see some other people's teams, met some cool people, so I appreciate y'all. Again, drop any last minute questions you got them. I'll stay on for maybe 2 more minutes, 3 more minutes just to see if there's anything else. But again, this is pretty much the end of the morning games and into the afternoon, so everybody's lineups are probably pretty much set at this point, and it's just up to things on who's gonna score, right? So Chargers just draw a flag. Oh, but they waved it off because the play was uncatchable. All right, so I just want to check out this first drive by the Bears. That's just what I've been trying to check out. They're 3rd and 14, so Caleb's scrambling, finds it to Swift. Not much there. All right, appreciate y'all watching. Best of luck for the rest of this week. Hopefully, some of this advice helped. We got some hits. Quinshon Judkins hit. AJ Brown hit, which was all good. So excited to see. Catch y'all next week. 30 minutes before kickoff. Maybe I'll do an hour. We'll see how that goes next time. But appreciate y'all watching. Going to tune in. This seemed to be helpful. Very engaging. So going to be